What's up, y'all? Miseducated podcast.
Yo, yeah, what's
We got
up?
special guests for y'all here.
Yeah.
What's up, man? We're here with 88th and 11th. A lot of people might not know. Some people might know.
Hella niggas know.
But go ahead and introduce yourself, fellas.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? My name is Kenwaylive. I'm from Inglewood, California. And I'm a co-owner of 88th by 11 Mile. We do a lot of different events inside the city. It's supposed to be dope experiences put on for our community that is in the best places and has the vibe of a house party, but is the size and strength of a music festival. So,
That's it.
You know, we do a lot of stuff like that. That's just a little bit about what we do. And my partner?
Yo, I'm Alex. I'm the 11 mile side of 88 by 11 mile. So I was born in Detroit, Michigan, on 7 Mile to Drive, raised on 11 Mile Southfield Road. Again, I'm the 11 mile side. So, yeah, I'm the other half of 88 by 11 mile. So all the events that we brought to y'all, Thank You LA, Alcoholics, Mas Vita, South Central Love, Amateur Night. What else we had? I don't even know. We had certain holiday party, 31 Halloween. I mean, yeah.
That's when we get in.
So many fucking events, man. So yeah, dog, we do events like
everywhere.
I don't know what scattered ass.
Hella Rouse bags all over the place. Niggas just throwing Rouse bags everywhere.
But nah, shout outs to
like
y'all.
dollars,
man.
niggas just throwing Rouse bags.
Shout out to y'all, real talk. We appreciate being on the show
man,
for sure.
Appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Yeah,
bro.
So since you from Inglewood, you from Detroit, Michigan, how did this even happen? Like, how did y'all get together?
Just give you a short version. Basically, I was DJing, putting on my own event.
Yeah.
His line brother from Howard University. I was putting on a pool party at his line brother's house. His line brother told him to come through. That's how I initially met him. He saw me before that at another pool party that I put on. And just was like, yo, he's a dope DJ. He's really cool. He walked up to me, asked me for my contact information. Oh, I got some shit going. I'm from LA, my nigga. So I was just like, everybody do that. So,
There it is.
but
That's what's up.
he followed through. He followed up. He was solid. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I was like, yo, let's get it cracking. Let's do it. And that's kind of how we started. Our first event was on Crenshaw and Adams.
Hey.
We just kind of grew.
I know that intersection.
Crenshaw. So was there any fights at the first event?
Nah,
Crenshaw.
not at all.
No violence.
Love.
Violence?
South Central
love,
Love.
That's how you know it's some thorough.
And see, the idea that I subscribe to is, curation as the first point of any type of event that you're putting on. The way you curate it is usually how it's going to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I feel that.
Take advantage of every single part of that event and curate it to the absolute T, and you'll get the results that you want. You know what I mean? So
I feel that.
That's the reason why we, that's why we put ourselves past just being quote unquote a promoter or something like that, because we literally look at each part of the event, each nook and cranny, and try to figure out, all right, how can we curate that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the point where people are going to have somebody somewhere can appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that comes from that's from our ticketing structure to our fish bowls that's inside of the event, the Henny bowls that's inside the event.
Oh my God.
All the way
Henny
up
Bowl's
to
gonna have me curating some nooks and crannies.
and
You're right.
I mean, shit, that's the point. But all the way up to the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I take care of. I'm a DJ. That's a big part of everything I got. I feel like where my hand is on the pulse of the culture and everything. So I try to make sure that anything that we're curating has that in mind.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of how we got together.
Yeah.
That's like the short version.
And y'all been throwing events in LA for about how long now?
So we started in 2016.
Okay.
He talked to me in 2015. By the end of the time, we started in 2016, and we started our Hallmark event. We started Thank You LA in the beginning of 2017, and that's where we really got a lot of recognition. As the first kind of big, huge brunch and day party in the city.
Yep.
And now there's a gang of brunch and day parties in the city. So
Man, that's like
y'all
all
kinda
you see
really
now.
like
All you
y'all
see
like the
is
originators,
fucking.
low key.
I mean, like even if we just a small part to push the culture
Just
forward.
push it forward. I feel
You
that.
know what I mean? We're humble about it.
Absolutely.
We're, really focused on what we got going, but like I said, we really, we recognize that, like we have some type of, push on the culture here. And if we can keep on pushing this large market, then we can possibly have, effects on the world.
So you influencing the influencers.
Absolutely.
There you go. Yeah.
Man, like that's always get your own path. He can have some things to say about that, but that's definitely our kind of thing. Like we find something that is not in the market, that's not produced, something that is missing, and we fucking make it. You know what I mean? Aquaholics, a pool party that is swimsuit mandatory and is all our music and a Vegas style thing. Boom, let's make it. That's not in LA, so let's do it.
So where y'all do that one at? The Aquaholics.
So
I need to
Aquaholics
pull up to that one.
Yeah,
man, I don't swim. I'm just be walking around the pool.
One was,
Put your dogs in.
yeah. So So the last one was last July 4th. As y'all can possibly tell, like it's very hard to find a venue that's gonna rock with a lot of
Absolutely. It's okay.
a whole lot of, what I mean? A whole lot of them black butts.
A whole lot
You know
of,
what I
yes,
mean?
sir. A whole lot of
And
scattered black ass.
Hey, yo, look, and I'm gonna say it because that's what I really understand about it, and it's not just that, right? It also has to do with everything about our culture. Being inside of a hotel, like, ooh, is that gonna be too much? And do I want to am I sacrificing some of my branding because I'm bringing them in, or the community around my hotel or whatever? You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you got that music. You got a lot of those bodies. You got a lot of that, that energy inside of your place. Like a lot of hotels don't, because it's Los Angeles and it has been so conservative when it comes to the hotels. That one's a tough one.
Yeah,
And that's the
I
reason
feel
why
you.
we haven't had one this year. We've been working seriously hard to get one. We were right there, but like it's very tough to find a hotel that's going to be on board with the vision of that.
Right.
Where it's like, no, it's not no like Hollywood pool party. Like, nah, we come in here and bring in the funk.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
you know
Yeah,
what I
man,
mean?
that's the purpose of that shit.
G-strings.
Yeah.
The funk. I need it.
At the same time,
G-strings and white tees.
right? I think that
Come on
Aquaholics
now,
said he had the great idea to add a massage.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
dope.
Out of there. Yeah, bro. Like we had
Yo, next
No
Aquaholics.
low top black forces though.
Woo, 'cause the
Yeah.
niggas robbing you
If you show, if anybody shows up to any event in low top black forces,
tell them niggas go home.
just let us know so we can escort them out.
Mandatory, so a lot of cats like show up in like sandals or something that's like a little bit more beachy. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So because it's literally like if you dress like this and you come up, we literally just say, you know what, fuck it, you can't come. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I feel that. Yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
you at a pool, so you're gonna be walking around in your
So we
sneakers
got
and shit.
that, 31 Halloween costume party. You know what I mean? It's definitely a costume contest inside of there. Thank you, LA brunch and day
sir.
party. Yeah, inside of Exchange Academy and all these other places.
Yes,
And
sir.
the Halloween joint, y'all do it every year. The Halloween.
The Halloween joint, we do it every year. We do it actually on Halloween night usually. You know what I mean? It's that's a vibe within itself.
I'll fuck around and get dressed this year and go, man. I haven't gone dressed for
No,
Halloween since I was like 12.
All
Because
ass.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like the way things have been going, from my experience, the way y'all talk about this 31 would be the best thing in LA.
Nah,
Because it's
yeah.
been unsuccessful. Like you got to really just sell out and go super Hollywood, which you don't want to do because they be selling tickets and like crazy
Right.
tickets. And then, or it's just like you do a house party, but it's like I feel like with our age group, you know what I'm saying? Like
People ain't paying to get inside of a house. They don't respect
Yeah,
the
for real,
fucking
for real.
house.
Exactly.
Nothing
Yeah, they're not gonna respect
so,
that part.
So and then like it's a lot of the times it's not even fucking safe. You know what I mean? Like how
also
can you
true.
secure a house? You know what I
Just
mean?
gonna say,
And then on
true.
top of
especially in
and
LA.
which is the biggest thing with the biggest point about the houses is that it's not lawful. They can come and shut your shit down anytime
They want.
Yeah, yep.
Like, you see what I'm saying? So let's be in the biggest and best venues. Get the best DJ bills together.
shit.
And bring a lot
we
of my
black.
homies
We got
together.
quality around here too.
Right,
Goddamn,
you know what I mean?
we gonna go where
Right.
white people.
So,
We'll go everywhere.
And the thing is about the costume contest is that the costume contest is even though it's our third Halloween party, our second 31. Like the costume contest is kind of getting competitive.
That's
y'all.
what's
Like,
up.
It's like it was. So this year we're gonna have to have a little bit of how do I say like structure to it because
Yeah.
usually I just be like, oh, if you're trying to get up, if you're trying to sport off your shit, then come on. But it got crazy last time. So that shit. Thank you, LA. Was our big huge brunch and day party. We ended it as a brunch and day party. Right now we have 8811 day party. which basically takes the brunch part, takes that out and inserts an open bar and taco buffet.
Jesus.
So instead of mimosas and brunch, I give you an open bar, bottomless. It don't run out some other events.
Come on,
do.
yeah.
Hey,
and a street taco, LA taco buffet for 3-4 hours. You can eat as many as you want.
Well, not on Tuesday, but
So not only that, inside the open bar ain't just one alcohol like some events.
Ooh,
what I mean?
come on now.
It's 4 different types. You can get
Well,
as much whiskey as you want.
hey, yo, somebody at home right now, like just licking
as
the
much
wound.
tequila as you want.
Somebody licking the wound right now.
And then and as much rum and champagne, because the ladies might want some champagne.
Yeah.
Fellas might want it too.
I'm about to say, nigga, I'm gonna get some
So you get
it.
you get that for 3 hours, full 3 hours of all you can eat tacos. Not only that, you skip the line to get inside the event.
Okay.
For $45.
Tacos gonna have me
And
on
you're
that.
inside,
Not bad.
and you're in the biggest and best party that
In
LA
LA.
has to offer on a monthly basis. So that's basically 8811 Day Party. That's our big event that's coming up on Labor Day.
Yes, sir.
And so
Labor
if you're
Day.
listening to this, if you're in LA, get a free ticket right now at Eventbrite. They are running out. We give away something like, man, I should.
So how many tickets do y'all?
Yeah,
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
Before you guys say, I just have one quick question.
Yeah.
You had mentioned, that you do a lot of the DJing, and you know what I mean. You had kind of mentioned, I think before the show, that you're pretty much you're like a fireman, quote unquote.
You're like somebody uncle.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I should have seen it with a black last time.
They got a black and mild last time.
The shit was sitting like right there. But
Swinging a black and mild.
So in terms of like the division of, I guess for lack of a better way to put it, division of labor. You know what I mean? Like, how do you guys like work it out? Like, is it like?
Yeah. So like an event is made before the day of, right? Everything about an event is made before the day of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The day of, if you think about throwing a party or planning, that's the reason why we call ourselves planners or event planning team, because we have to plan.
Yeah.
Like for everything, we have to work up until then. Now, obviously, there's an artistic component to me when it comes to this. There's an administrative side and a artist side or a creative side.
Yeah.
So the creative side, I have to make sure that I'm going back and forth, on my music and DJing and stuff like that.
I feel that.
And also working just as hard as he is on all the other things. So it's never a thing where I pass a lot of responsibility just off to him. We're working in tandem all the way up into the event to make sure that it's amazing.
Fire.
And that's the reason why I feel that we're able to really, curate these huge, big experiences, because it's no thing where it's like, all right, you just going to take care of that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to just be a DJ and I'm going to just chill. I'm going to just tell my little folks over here, no, it's like we are really coming up with plans. And,
Yes, sir.
like, going back and forth and sharpening each other's ideas. And then, that is able for us to like I said, curate every single part of the event, and then be able to, work as hard as we can up until the event. Okay. Now, during the event, I'm on the text chain and looking at everything that's happening while I'm DJing. So, like, it's a bitch, because I'm like, I know what's happening and but I can't react. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I see something that's
Because you got to curate the vibes. You got to curate the vibes.
Right, because I can't let that, translate over, because everything that we do is literally built on that performance. You know what I mean? People who come to these day parties, they come back and keep coming back because of the unique experience that we're able to curate, not only with everything else, but the music specifically. Every time they come, the music is always on point. So,
nice.
It's so to answer your question, it's a division. It's a division of labor. He's good at some things. I'm good at some things. Like, no, I'm straight. Yeah, so I follow his lead on some things. He follows my lead on some things. We're just able to just kind of work like that. It's a dual effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Equal.
And do any of you guys, because I know you've been putting on events here for the past few years, what exactly, like, what really prompted y'all to do it? Or did you have like a background in event planning, or you just noticed that it was like a a something in the market, especially for black events in LA, having a stigma around it already because it's a black event in Los Angeles. You want to put on something of quality. So what really made you want to get into it, or So
the thing is that I like to say when it comes to me and him that we have a lot in common.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a DJ and as an event curator.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm gonna let him also chime in on
this.
this.
For sure.
But I was doing events, throwing events,
mm-hmm.
For a long time. You know what I mean? Ever since I was 15, 16.
Okay,
you know
yeah.
I mean?
So
him the same way. Back in Michigan. So, he was doing that, and that's the background of it. When he came to me, he's a transplant. I'm from here.
Yeah.
So we have, and he met me at an event that I'm putting on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he actually went to probably a couple of events. I had a Black Hollywood event that was. This is the thing. I'm trying to put on all this shit, and I'm DJing also, but I'm also putting it on.
Trying to put it together.
He'd been to those things. He saw it, and he saw that it was started working with me. But I think that because of his unique, vision as being a transplant, he saw a serious gap in the market.
Absolutely.
There's a lot. There's either the local shit that people like all the locals really know, or the Hollywood shit. There's nothing really that transplants are able to just go to and have a for sure good time when they go to it outside of the
the typical LA shit to do.
LA shit, yeah.
Not just that, but the the big events that we talk about.
Okay.
like Duce Palooza,
the everyday
Grits
people,
and Biscuits, Color. So he, quite frankly, he was like, bro, like why do they don't have to wait for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those things come in. And so we have a gap that we can shoot. And this is the vision with it. I give him credit for that because I'm sitting here in my LA kind of like shit where I see like I know that Hollywood got their shit going. I'm anti-Hollywood. Everything I do is gonna have a house party feel. But I'm trying to figure out stumbling my way trying to figure out exactly what to do to make it the best it can. Comes along.
It's crazy out
here in Hollywood, man. Right,
Jesus,
you know what I mean.
bro.
So that's so that's kind of how everything, like that was the vision.
That was kind of I feel
and he kind of got me together got me on it, and we talked about it, and I was able to say, all right, like the transplants like this, and they want that type of feel. Let me curate that type of feel because even in our first events, we were able, on Crenshaw and Slauson at the living room. What we started to realize was when I was DJing, like people like really was into it. So I was able to say, all right, for sure, like I'm not just gonna play just regular shit. I'm really gonna get this energy up. Like so the idea was, we can really curate high energy events through my DJing. He was able to see that. We were saying, all right, so how can
merge the two?
How are we gonna do it to make it make sense for as far as making money, but as far as like curator wise, he also, because he went to Howard, he was in DC, so DC has a large, big, huge
massive
brunch and day party culture like already.
Right.
You've seen these things.
Yes,
he's
sir.
like, why don't LA have it? You know what I mean? He comes. He's like, yo, like let's do a brunch. I'm like, all right, for sure. I love brunch. You know what I mean? Like we can do it as a day party. It didn't start out like amazing. We had fucking powder eggs and bullshit. You know what I mean? But I always tell them, because nowadays there's a lot of brunch day parties and they're doing the thing that's great. Love them. But the caliber of the food, I always commend him on that because we always made sure that the fucking quality of the food was stellar.
Yeah, because that's what people gonna nitpick at. If there's one thing people gonna pick on, it's gonna be the food.
Especially our folks, right? Like our folks is really gonna see it and be like, the food. But that's why we make sure that when we're doing it, we're gonna do it right. But I'll let him chime in on this.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even remember the question. What was it? he was talking for a minute, so I'm like...
He covered it, but it was just kind of like, what really got y'all interested in, throwing the type of events that y'all throwing here.
Yeah, man. So, like, just to touch back on what he was saying or piggyback, I mean, at the end of the day, right, like the I guess the key variable with business is being able to find the opportunity gap, right?
Yep.
So when you move in LA or you live in LA, you really saw at 2014 or in that time, you saw how big that gap was.
Yeah.
And it's same thing with like podcasting, right? Like when podcasts are the boom or whatever, like there's certain extremes that you can like feel that'll make your shit pop faster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shout outs to Angela Yee and with Lip Service. Like some real nasty, sexy, like freaky shit with celebrities.
Yeah.
It's shit niggas want to hear. You know what I mean?
Quite true.
And then you have certain like outlandish and just wild target podcasts where like, bruh, like that's my comedy for the week.
Shout out to
So
us.
for us, right. Shout out to y'all because y'all niggas is funny. But yeah, so basically, man, for that, it just really came down to like, what is the market missing? And in LA, there was, LA being a transplanted town. I mean, if you look at it,
it's a vast majority of transplants
yeah.
here.
If you think about LA, like finding or meeting an LA native is a treat. You know what I mean? Like literally, we got here, they was clowning you about the Inglewood shit. It's only
That's
because
because he's from Orange County.
No. Just answer your question. We're gonna get to this.
Oh yeah.
Why did you mention that?
But nah, man. Like I said, it's just at the end of the day, like meeting someone from LA is a treat. You know what I mean? So when you come out here, you realize that, like, honestly, the social scene is dominated by transplants. At the end of the day, like, yeah, you have people that are from LA that are doing their thing, but if you look at the major events, they're from the Godfathers of special events.
Yeah.
Duce Palooza, Colors, and Grits and Biscuits. Jabari's from Atlanta, Cameron's from New York, and the guys from Grits and Biscuits, they went to school in like North Carolina, at A&T. Wow. So you had these events coming to LA, literally controlling the market in such a way where they can literally throw out the event a week or 2 weeks before, and they sell 3,000 tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shout outs to them because again, they've been doing that before Instagram. They were doing that during the Twitter era.
Yeah,
like that's why to me I call them the go to this shit.
And I'm gonna touch on that. Why is that? Because you're LA native, right? I found that when I meet someone from LA or multiple people, why is it that what's the word I'm looking for? That you're kind of like unamused, like you're not really like here to just like take the bait of what LA has to offer. Like I've met a lot of people from LA that maybe haven't ventured into like the Hollywoods and like they don't give into the hype of all of the.
That's because they're from here, you know. They didn't
exactly,
grow,
but I'm just saying like it's a lot of like fun stuff out there.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I guess what I'm trying to say.
So like, why is there such a lack of representation of people who are from here?
Right.
Okay.
Because you would think that y'all would have been killing it way before.
Got it.
And like, not saying that y'all weren't, but like for them to come in like Grits and Biscuits and you know what I'm saying? It's just
well,
not.
See, the thing is about my town, man. Like,
I feel like the
motherfuckers
scene.
here-
I feel like the scene here is mostly like elitist parties. That's what is. That's what the scene is. Like it's either that or.
So the thing is about the elitist party, the Hollywood shit. A lot of people who are actually from here. I'm talking about, people who live in Inglewood, West LA, Wash, or whatever. We grew up going to Hollywood.
Of course.
As a teenager, I was in some of these clubs that y'all talking about.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Like literally on Hollywood Boulevard, like functioning, like lit.
At Playhouse, being nasty up there at Playhouse.
Oh boy.
At there.
Bruh, like, like I'm not gonna say no names of no clubs, but the thing was that at that time, there was a lot of clubs failing, so they were able to say, all right, for sure, like on Mondays or some super off day or something like that, you had the teeny boppers come through. Which
because
we was teeny boppers, right? You know what I mean? I'm not talking about no fake ID shit. No,
it was like the teen night.
Yeah,
you remember
Club
Kiss?
It was like the 16-year-olds in there, like, yo, you're welcome in. Come on.
We had a rich culture of that, and then on top of that, we also have, we're very like house party town. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's all you're right, because before I even moved here, I used to hear a lot of people that I knew were from here. It's like, function this and
that's all we see on TV.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
As you come to LA and you think, it's gonna be house party crazy.
Yes, sir.
Right. We kind of used to that, and then when you get so when it comes to the the getting up to 21 and up and everything like that, like it loses us. It loses us and it loses our interest because it's a bunch of fake shit. And like,
there it is.
And it's
that's the key word.
And it's just like, bro, like, it's cool, but at a certain time, you know, the culture changed when it became bottle service heavy. There's a lot of older cats that's DJing like me that saw this transition. You know what I mean? When I came back to LA after that, I was thrusted. You know, this is 2013. I was thrusted in heavy into the scene that was bottle service heavy, and I wasn't feeling none of it. I was like, bro, this shit lame as fuck. Ain't nobody dancing. Everybody standing around. Like, what the fuck is the DJ playing right now? Like,
for real.
Like, what is, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, why? Where is our energy at? Where is our culture at? And everything. And there's, you know, there's going to be people that want to live that. You know what I mean? There's, like you said, there's a lot of transplants here. So a lot of the people who are influenced by that want to love to perpetuate that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they feel like that's where, you know, that's what they rock with. And I'm not trying to like knock them necessarily. Like, you know, if I wasn't from LA, I would, and I was coming to LA, I would
you probably looking at those, yeah.
Some fucking like, oh shit, it's only bitches lighters than a brown paper bag and celebrities in this motherfucker. And,
right.
And just bottle service heavy. Oh, this is, and it's stars everywhere. Oh, this looks great. Like, to us from LA, it's lame, bro.
Right.
So that deters us, and we just kind of like we just want to chill and have a good time just like everybody else, and really have that home vibe. The second thing is that we're very like mellow, like we're very chill. We don't do a lot of things that a lot of other people would say like, yo, like what the fuck is y'all going on? Like what is y'all doing?
Right.
You know, we just kind of look at everything and saying like, oh, you know, it's like this nonchalantness about us here that we just have because it's the West Coast. You know, we're chill. You know what I mean? Like people from East Coast, even the Midwest, they're gonna have a little bit like, you know, more kind of like, yo, what's happening, what's popping, what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, they're gonna have a little bit more zest about them.
Right.
Especially when they hear. When us, like our culture here is laid back, chill, smoke. You know what I mean? That's our culture.
Right.
So you have that, and then the third thing, which is, you know, where we come in, it's like, where are the events that are popping to me, or like have the ideal popping, right? Like, so we don't. So the thing is that even though we are throwing amazing, huge parties and stuff like that, there are still people in LA from LA that, because they've been so jaded by things, because they have such a more of a chill kind of like, I stick to my people or where I go thing, because and that kind of stems from the idea like, yo, don't go around in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
Because you know, if they don't know you, it's like, where you from?
Niggas
like,
is gonna press you. Yeah.
So that I feel like that seeped inside of our psyche to where it's like, all right, I don't go over here because when I came up, you know, and my man's probably understand this, it's like, where's the party at? It's where?
Yeah, on XYZ Street.
Nah,
we're
not going. Like, you know what I mean? It's automatically like, oh, it's where? It's in. Nah, bro, we ain't going. It's in. That's all nah, bro. We ain't going.
Yeah.
So, you know, for example, like everything that was above Pico, right, or north of Pico, was all right. Well, you know, we think we can rock with that. But anything that's below Pico or south of Pico, we feel as if maybe that is like, ooh, that may be hood, that may get shot up, all this stuff. So that seeps into our psyche, and then we start manifesting it throughout our life, saying, oh shit, we ain't gonna go over there. We gonna have this. Oh, we ain't going to a nice local bar in Inglewood that has something pop. It may be popping, but in our psyche, we done already like wrote it off.
Yeah, you thinking something's gonna happen. Yeah,
because there's black-owned bars in Inglewood, Westchester that we should be going to in droves, but we don't go to them, and it's, you know, has to do a lot of things, but you know, like that's the reason. That's the reason why you see it. You know what I mean? We don't fuck with the nerd shit in Hollywood. We had this thing where we're just kind of chill, have a more chill culture, and so kind of stick around ourselves. And then the third thing is that we don't have a whole lot of events that we can pop out at. So just to end it, because now that we're able to do these things, put on these big huge parties that me and him put on, now we're able to bring out people little by little by little by little inside of LA.
That's tight.
You know what I mean?
That's tight.
So like, there's a lot of people that I go up to who are from here, and I'll be like, you ever heard of 8811 Day Party or 88 by 11 Mile or anything like that? There's still people out there that don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And even with the black population being as low as it is, so we're doing the work and little chiseling at it little by little, just to try to make sure everybody understands. Like, nah, times has changed. There are things for you to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And if you find my event, you gonna find some people that's going to other events.
Yeah.
Because right now, LA has this thing that is super saturated right now. There's all types of shit going on now. You can't say LA ain't popping no more. Like, LA has all types of shit popping every single motherfucking day.
Like a very small radius too.
Right,
it's like,
But so, nothing is. I can attest to say that nothing is like y'all. Me being from the East Coast, going to Howard Homecoming, going down to CIAA, you know what I'm saying? Going to Virginia State Homecoming, like having
he already had graduated. He was going over there to pick up the young girls.
You know what I'm saying?
He being nasty over there.
Nasty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to VSU. But it's like that. Homecomings were big. Right. And that's not something that I think is very big. That's how it was for me too,
back home.
Out here.
And it's like, when you go to a party like that, it kind of brings back that homecoming vibe that this is our people. You going out there, it's a fun ass time, you know? And it's just like, and it's just lit.
Yeah, no, for real.
You know? And it's nothing at all like that.
Yeah, you know? And that's the reason why we make sure to provide that. Our events are not tied to any music genre. They're not tied to, or one music genre. They're not tied to one music era. They're not tied to, one particular field as far as like bottle service. It's not tied to one particular type of person. Like, we want everybody to come through.
Right.
And that's what I feel like our culture has been able to do where everybody else hasn't. We're able to take on everybody. Come through. Right. Come through. We're most amiable. I think that we're the most amiable culture. So come through, enjoy yourself, dance, have a good time. We ain't gonna look at you different. I'm talking like, dog, and I don't want to. I don't want to get into too political or into shit that's like provocative.
Right.
But like there's different types of people that come through our shit. Gay, lesbian, trans, straight, black, white, Mexican, Latinos abroad, Caribbean. A lot of the people who come, they got some type of background. And that background is a home. And that home, when they party at home, they got a whole different feel than when it is when they're out in LA at these clubs and shit like that.
Right.
So when you come to our shit, the whole idea is to put on home.
And that's exactly what I was trying to say. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's and when I'm up there, I constantly got that in mind. When I perform, I'm like, bro, like, nah, we gonna keep this energy up. We gonna play our shit.
Right.
We gonna play 70s shit. We gonna play new shit, trap shit.
I'm gonna cut up in there. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Man, Curtis Mayfield, dog.
Yeah, bro, like,
so
I'm selling drugs right afterwards too.
We play slow. Hey, and another thing is, we play the slow music in the middle too. Like, we don't just play it at the end.
Exactly.
We play some slow jams.
You switch up the tempo real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
So check this out. We on the 101 right now. We on second gear. And we about to go to third gear. Jay-Z hit y'all up saying they won, 88th and 11th mile at the halftime show. What y'all doing?
Oh. Oh boy.
What a nice check in a bag.
What a segue.
So he don't perform. I perform.
Oh, okay.
Right? So Alex is just gonna look at it like, bro, like, you the one who performed. So what's up?
They gonna know it's you.
And now you give me a check to get on there, and NFL heads on you gonna put me on there? I'm gonna be super fucking political, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dumb. I'm gonna wear a Colin Kaepernick jersey to it. Oh, you want to put me on? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
I'll take. Matter of fact, I'll put it on under the fucking shirt I got, my American shirt, and take it off. Colin Kaepernick. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Okay. If you get me the check, have me to do the thing, but I'm gonna be there. My first track.
Like, I'm gonna be me. Yeah.
That's half the mind of what I think may happen. And I could be wrong.
So about that, that's what I believe that. About the halftime show shit.
Whoever's up there.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that is the angle. You know what I mean? And it's supposed to be the big surprise. But it's like, bro, your wife did that already. and we up there like, what did it do? Like,
and it doesn't take away from the fact that you got a check.
Right. So it's like, bro, like they already did that. People ain't changing their views on nothing.
Nope.
From that halftime show, it don't matter what we do, what fist we put in the air, or who stands with us.
Right.
Like it just won't get through, in my opinion. Now, you could say, and I'll allow somebody to say this, you know, like there's going to be a black girl, black boy at home, young, looking at that and be like, oh, you know, that's really cool. I like that. But the thing is that, bro, like, you can put on something of a halftime show of something of that scale on your own, Jay.
Yeah.
You can do that on your own.
At the exchange on Labor Day.
Right.
Let's go.
Right. You can stop by the booth and you can tell us why you did that bullshit.
The first thing, and you guys can chime in on it and stuff like that, and he will too. The first thing about Jay-Z is that I know that all these black men in this room respect the fuck out of him.
Yes, sir.
And we look up. Like whichever way you want to say, whatever way you want to say. I'm not saying that you agree with his lifestyle. You could not have. You're not gonna. But you going to say, yo, I respect Jay-Z and what he's done, because we also have to keep inside of our minds like all the work that he's done and keep it on a Kaep and judge these things by a case basis.
Right.
You know what?
Done a lot.
And I think that's why a lot of people are getting on his ass, is because, like, damn, Jay, you've done all of this stuff up until this point, and you do this. It's like, come on, bro, this don't really match what you've been doing.
But you also got to remember,
I know that's where a lot of people that's where they're getting at.
You know, but his lack to explain himself affects us too.
Nah, like it does, and the thing is that he inserted himself as our spokesperson.
As our spokesperson.
When he's supposed, with his power, he's supposed to say, Colin. That's what he was supposed to do. He's supposed to say, no. He is the top of this. I'm not. Right. Now the thing is that when he did that with Meek's situation, did Jay-Z say come in and you know Jay-Z was there, but he pointed to Meek
and had Meek.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Jay-Z came in to Trayvon Martin. You see what I'm saying? I needed Jay right then and there to say, Colin, I'm going to stand with him and I'm going to put all my wealth, power, and influence behind what he's saying.
Right.
And the other NFL players that are currently in the league doing that.
Yeah.
He did not do that.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew he fucked up too, because when they showed that interview that he had with Roger Goodell and all of them,
of course,
he's always been able to defend himself.
Yeah.
Right.
But in that interview, he was stumbling on his words. He kept running in circles. He was tap dancing.
No, he understood because and to see the thing is that y'all, like, the details of that meeting, they didn't allow anybody to videotape it. They didn't allow anybody to take pictures inside of there. It was very limited, which is very odd for a press.
Oh, right.
Thing. It was very odd. That's not how usually things go. No. Why not? You got all these black, media people in there, but they're not able to do anything. Why?
Yeah.
Right. Jay, we know why.
Because they already know.
It's a public partnership.
Because they already know.
So the thing is that we don't. This is what we don't do. We don't outwardly trash our people that's like Jay. We not gonna do that.
Yeah, right.
And that's my problem. And that's my problem. I've been telling people, like, people are quick to give him the benefit of the doubt, like they know him. But your man's gonna do some shit. You don't give your man the benefit of the doubt, but you give it to Jay-Z, and you don't know. He don't owe shit to you.
Right.
Yeah, he don't know you. Yeah, like, you don't know him.
So the thing is, but that's and he can chime in on how he feels about all that. But I feel as if Jay-Z dropped the ball on this one. He didn't necessarily, especially it just everything when he said, "Oh, we're done kneeling," like it's like, no, we're not.
Yeah,
we are not done kneeling. That's not what's going on. We're gonna keep kneeling. Matter of fact, there's people in the NFL right now that are gonna keep kneeling. Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's not your plight. Jay.
Niggas gonna pull up to a Jay-Z show and start kneeling.
But I say that with all respect in my voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't listen to Jay's music. Like I don't see the things that he tries to put together in his music.
Right.
Do you think that maybe that the culture is kind of scared? Because if you really look at all of our top leaders and everybody that influences us and people that really just like push the culture forward, if Jay slips up, who the fuck do we have?
Listen, everyone's afraid to say something because if anybody else would have done this, Charlamagne would have given him Donkey of the Day. But since it's Jay-Z, Charlamagne, he's not talking about it.
Now, all they wealth, power, and influence and Jay took the okie doke and they employed a divide and conquer strategy.
That's exactly what it
literally
is.
what they did. It just is what it is. Like, don't deny it. Black America, that's what they did.
Yeah.
They employed a divide and conquer situation.
And it's working to a T.
And it's working
It
to a
is.
T. Jay took the okie doke with it. You didn't need to do that. All the wealth, power, and influence that you have, you could have started and did some whole other shit.
Yeah.
And and everybody would have fucking looked at
Because that's
it.
what I said. Because
Yeah.
if he really wanted to own an NFL team, if that was the issue, you don't have to own an NFL team. Ice Cube got less money than you. He started a basketball league.
Yeah, and he's damn near about to. He's trying to get them Spectrum channels. Still.
Right,
Exactly.
So Jay could have been like, all right, Ice Cube, what's up? You know what I mean? He could have
Yeah.
did that. He could have did something else. But okay, for sure, let's employ this strategy, this whole idea. Well, let's get on the inside.
Yeah.
And let's work from the inside out.
That's
It's
not
like,
doing
no,
nothing.
like, you took. That's really what that really is divide and conquer. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I-
I'm not because our opinion like asshole. Everybody got one. You know what I mean? That was a divide and conquer. They said that this is the top head black community.
We gonna take him out.
Get those viewers back. What do I got to do? Oh, you want to be an NFL owner? Okay, for sure. Let's get it going.
Let's figure it out,
Now
right?
the thing is that he could have made that move. I feel like he could have made that move without invoking Colin Kaepernick whatsoever. You didn't need to say anything about Colin, bro. Because now, if you didn't say nothing about Colin, if you didn't say nothing about the social justice, we would all be sitting back here and say, you know what? He an NFL owner now, though, bro. Like, what's
pretty
up?
Much you wouldn't put the two
like
together. or whatever,
the shit that is fucked up about it is that you inserted yourself as the head of where a movement should go now.
Right.
And it's like, bro, like that wasn't you. That's not what we look to you for. We're looking at Colin. We care about what's going on with Colin. Now, we got people coming out. I'm not gonna say no names. Talking about fuck Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh.
Bro.
Nah, fuck that.
Hold on.
Very good. That's
Hold
some
on.
cornball shit.
But what they don't understand is that lawsuit was over unpaid wages that he was supposed to get.
And collusion.
Exactly.
So it wasn't about like, a settlement. Like, nigga, you don't know what you talking about. Sit the fuck down.
Congregation know
That
we
was
preaching
about,
in here
yeah,
tonight.
So that's the thing, and I just just educate yourself on that, bro. Because and not to say that niggas don't fuck with you. I got respect for it. We can have respect for each other as black men, but call us out.
Yeah, that's
on,
it.
on
That's
be
what it's
critical
about.
of each other, right?
Right.
It's about
that was
calling,
that's not what that lawsuit was about. So that's my thing. I just wish that he didn't do that. It's a divide and conquer strategy. It worked
I
like
agree.
a fucking charm.
It still is.
It got us talking about it. People over here defending Jay-Z. People over here defending Colin Kaepernick. Feeling like there's a divide within our own community when they the ones that is perpetuating this bullshit. Because this happened while this Jay-Z NFL. This is right when all the things that are coming out about the NFL owners donating to Trump.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
The
owner of the Dolphins.
They're
Yeah.
playing games with you, and they know that you're gonna look at Jay and be like, "I'm loyal to Jay." Like, fuck everybody that's saying anything. Like, bro, like, come on, y'all. Like, they playing chess while we over here thinking it's checkers, bro. Like, and that's my thing. That's my opinion. I want to give my.
Go ahead. Yeah. No, I wanted to ask. Well, not ask, but I wanted to frame it in a sort of different way. So with Jay-Z, right? He famously had that line, "I'm not a businessman, I'm in business,
Man.
let me handle my business." Damn, right? So let's look at, for instance, some of the stuff Jay-Z's done in the last, say, 15, 20 years, right? He had that Rockefeller deal. Soul Rock went to Def Jam.
Went to Def Jam,
right?
Mm-hmm.
He retirement album, and then boom, a couple years later, drops a new album. Leaves Def Jam. Now he's got Rock Nation. Now he's got the fucking what's that shit? He was a part owner of the Nets. And they got the Barclays Stadium or Barclays Center. And now he's and then he became he had the Rock Sports. So he had to get rid of the Barclays Center. He had to get rid of his little stake in the Nets. And then after that, you started hearing a bit more about Jay-Z donating to these black causes. You know what I mean? Like, you heard about all those deals he was doing. He was cutting with like some of these like God knows who the fuck else owns the fucking Nets right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you heard about these deals, and then you started hearing about like a lot of this shit. So all that to kind of say, I think with this NFL deal, what Jay-Z is doing, he knows he's a bad guy. Like, he knows you could look at a billionaire in America right now and find a reason to hate him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he knows that the black community will always find a reason to love him. Like, just like you said, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in this room respects Jay-Z on some level.
That's because you look at him as like, we don't have many people like Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have many people in your position.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying this is what I think Jay-Z will do. But I think the best possible outcome of this deal, or the only possible reason I can imagine somebody taking a deal like this after spending, like, say, the last 5 years on some, like, real life
on
black
some real
power,
social
black
justice shit.
social justice shit, is if it's not about the halftime shows. Like, the halftime shows is just to get people on this, you know what I mean? Like, yo, watch
to
more
see
games.
what
Just
happens.
the face of
Yo, watch more games, watch more NFL games. Like, who gives a shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, some black people have already written off the NFL years ago. You know what I'm saying? And like, they're not gonna go watch Travis Scott do the halftime show. They're not gonna go watch fucking Lil Yachty or Cardi B or whomever Jay-Z decides to throw.
Hey, I stopped watching football like 3 years ago. I'm good.
You know
But the
I
thing
haven't watched
about
a
it
game
is,
since.
it's not even about football. It's about the experience that the culture has made it to be.
Yeah.
The Black Super Bowl Sunday is an experience in itself that is not the regular Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. You know what
and
I'm
that's
saying?
something that's gonna happen that as kids we came up doing. So now that they say, oh, this isn't for us, this is something that's damn near tradition. Super Bowl Sunday, you damn near get just excited about it as Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, like,
But
in the black culture and community.
In the black culture, like, it's a big thing. But what I'm trying to say is, Jay-Z, like, he's a magician. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the shit that he's doing, it's like if you're looking at his right hand, there's something in his left hand that's about to blow your fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, so essentially what I'm trying to say is these halftime, whatever, I think he's about to take that bread and put it back, or ideally, takes the bread and puts it back into the community. Or takes the bread and then starts funding.
But that's what the billionaire owners already do. All those racist white owners, all those guys, they already fund inner city foundations and all that shit. Those are tax write-offs.
Those are tax
That's
write-offs,
nothing to
but
them.
y'all-
Like,
but dog, honestly,
$100,000 is fucking sock money for them. They got a sock holster.
But-
It's giving that away.
But yo, if Warren Buffett signs a check for $1 million for some random ass ghetto in America, does not mean shit compared to Jay-Z.
Jay-Z does it. I
signing
feel what you're
a
saying.
$500,000 check to the Marcy Projects for the simple purpose that people in the Marcy Projects can at least believe that money's gonna go towards like something a bit more beneficial because Jay-Z grew up in that area. Now it might not, but they just are gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All I'm trying to say is that it's trash that this nigga's doing this shit. Like, I'm a nigga who watches like games. Like, I'm a Rams fan, but like, it's I can yeah, whatever. I can
You a
see
brand new Rams fan, you
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
liar.
Nigga, you were a
Nigga.
Jets fan. The only reason you don't
No,
watch football
no.
Nigga, no
anymore is
Rams.
because the
I don't.
Jets are
No,
trash.
I am.
Go to the Super Bowl. This nigga will be watching every week. But no, the only point I'll try to make is that it's like Jay is trying to. I hope, you know what I mean? Jay is going to take this money and funnel it back into the community.
That's what
the
you
same
can hope.
way he kind of has been, you know what I mean, for the last few years. Like, I think we got to like consider it in a way that I don't think white people talk about these white billionaires the same way we talk about our
absolutely
2,
not.
3, 4 black billionaires.
Because it's not
you know
many
what I
of
mean?
them.
It's
It's not
not many.
many
It's
of
like
them.
Like, we can criticize Oprah as much as we want at the end of the day, but if Oprah walked into this room and is like, yo, here's $1 million check, Miseducated podcast, 88th and 11th, y'all niggas are going to the, like, you know, do whatever the fuck you want with it. We could be like, yo, Oprah, you was tripping when you did this, that, and the third, but good looks,
We
you
give
know
you
what
a
I'm saying?
fucking meal, yeah.
Now,
But
if
check
Warren
this
Buffett
out.
do the exact same shit, we might be like, all right, bro, come on, like, you know what I mean? We're not taking this crack of money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
Is you nuts?
But check this out. One thing that I feel like we haven't even tapped into is what Jay-Z's doing, right? Gonna shed light and get these law enforcement officers to stop killing us in the streets.
That's what the problem is.
And him
That's what it
saying that
is.
this is the next step after kneeling really is what you said.
It's disrespectful.
It's
It's
trying to
disrespectful.
shut down
Yeah.
everything that he's been doing for the past year.
It looked like the
side.
NFL. Yo, first of all, Jay-Z's the first billionaire to work for somebody. So this is the first time I ever seen that. So the bag that he
Oprah did
getting
that
must be
Precious-
crazy.
not Precious, but she
The
did,
bag, yeah, that too.
yeah.
But just the fact that he's going in there and saying we passed kneeling already. Like, no, it's not past kneeling, man, because you going in there talking about live entertainment and you talking about criminal justice reform and all that, how is that going to be incorporated into live entertainment when the problem was never the NFL? The problem is police brutality and how black people being treated. The NFL came in when they didn't like Colin Kaepernick sitting down and kneeling. That's when they came in. So him going in and doing a deal with them is like, oh, nah, fuck all of y'all. I'm going to team up with these guys.
Right.
Because fucking Colin Kaepernick, he sacrificed his career for everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty much. He sacrificed his entire career for
it. He was definitely the guinea pig.
Everybody was against the NFL for the most part. For the most part, everybody was. Then Jay-Z jumps in. Now everybody's back in bed with them. And that's what the NFL wanted. NFL wanted a black man to be there with them in the office so he could be a voice. He could be a puppet to bring everybody back in. That's literally all it was. You already a billionaire. You don't need that money. So why the fuck are you doing it? And don't say criminal justice reform because that has nothing to do with live entertainment.
Yeah.
What's going to happen when one of these cops shoot one of these black men in the street on the day of the Super Bowl?
Especially after what we found out. Especially after the Jermaine Dupri situation.
Oh, my God.
Especially after that.
Dirty Mac, the $1 million deal.
Because the deal was offered to Jermaine last year.
That's how you know that it has to be deeper than rap. You don't just tell your mans, no, don't fuck with these niggas, and then now you're just like, they either have to. I'm not gonna say they have anything on him, but they really offered him something sweet.
No, that's it's ego. Because think about it. Look at it this way: Jermaine Dupri, Jay-Z, both of them are icons in our culture. Both of them, but Jay-Z is the billionaire, so people will look at him on a different level because he is a black billionaire. Jermaine Dupri has done a lot, just as much as Jay-Z, maybe more, to help out other artists, to put other people on. So then you're Jay-Z and you hear about the inner workings of an NFL deal with Jermaine Dupri for the Super Bowl in Atlanta, but for him to do the live entertainment deal. You as being Jay-Z, a billionaire, you're like, wait, they offered this to you?
Yeah.
Nah, man, this don't sound good.
You fumbled a Janet bag.
Be like, wait. This is.
Fumbled that bag, baby.
That's funny. But like,
bag, baby.
You hear about it, and you're like, wait. So they offering you this much for just one game? They'll offer me more for however many years many more years they give me the deal.
Did it say how long?
That's how big the fucking bag is. They ain't even announced a fucking timeline, nothing. They just said
indefinitely.
He's doing it.
That opens up a can of worms because you just explained that in a way that really makes me think that Jay-Z might have had people reach out to them. How do you just go to Jay-Z after Jermaine Dupri just turns it down and
he was already in bed with fucking Robert Kraft,
and that's crazy.
That's why he's in pictures with Robert Kraft everywhere, fucking playing golf with him and like drinking Douce with them and shit.
Don't play golf in Brooklyn.
Robert Kraft drinking Douce.
Like, yo, like if it was somebody else, like if it was a white billionaire, like I mean, as mad as we would be, like would anybody in our culture even entertain the idea that this person might? Like say, you know what I mean, once again, bring up Warren Buffett. He goes to the NFL, he's sitting there with Roger or whatever, and he's like, yeah, we're going to do some criminal justice stuff. Meek's like my best friend, whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then we're going to do the halftime joints, you know what I mean? Because I got no hella, like, rappers or musicians, whatever. Like, would anybody be like, oh, okay, nah, he might actually do something for social justice? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't even be a conversation. It wouldn't be anybody trying to put pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? And I think... like, that's why I like the fact that, you know what I mean, we're able to have conversations like this. Because, like if even on an off chance Jay-Z is able to hear some shit like this, it might put pressure on him.
I'll figure out how to get it to him. I'll get it to him somehow. My man Alex, though, what you... I'll get it to him. I'll figure out how to get him all of this.
Yo, Jay-Z.
No, don't worry. We'll figure it out.
Nah, for me, though, honestly, like, it's really a thing of, like, I mean, I just sitting there listening to y'all points of view is interesting. I mean, you really think about it, like, so Ken was saying, like, this is a whole divide and conquer situation. But if you look at it, the people that are perpetuating the divide and conquer are amongst ourselves. Like, for us as a people, we're the ones that are speculating. The press release came out 3 days ago. You know what I'm saying?
It's only been that long.
It's literally been 3 days, and now our community is like, oh, fuck Jay-Z. You don't even know what the fuck he gonna do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my whole thing is, like, I get everybody's point of view, but at the end of the day, like, you have to wait to see, like, okay, what is your... He hasn't even came out, like, with his own conference from Rock Nation, like, hey, this is what we plan to do. It's just, like, even the questions y'all talking about, he didn't bring that shit up. They asked him. They was like, yo, Jay, how you feel about the... He's like, bruh, y'all keep... Because the thing about it is, everybody knows why Colin Kaepernick was kneeling. That's not a surprise. That's why he was saying to y'all, you know.
Right,
Everybody had to answer. The thing is that what he said about moving, like to me, when he said we're moving past that, is like, yo, we know why we're kneeling. Y'all know why we're kneeling. That was the whole point that Colin Kaepernick did. It was to raise awareness. I want y'all to know by looking at me why I'm doing this. And I'm doing this for this reason. Yeah. That's been accomplished. The mission has been sealed there. And what Jay is saying is now let's go to the next step. Same thing with MLK. MLK met with his enemies, like, bro, let's figure this shit out. Because at the end of the day, it's like we have two. First of all, the NFL is dominated by black players.
It's like 70%.
Them niggas is not leaving. They're not gonna be like, bro, we out. We gonna support the cause.
Shit, you kidding me, man? You pay me that much money?
They ain't leaving. You feel me?
I'm a Neil.
Yeah, you feel me?
But you gonna
so
pay me.
for them, they not leaving. So they like, bro, like we taking this money and we're changing our entire next. We're creating generational wealth. And we're changing our communities. They not leaving, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's a lot better to try to make change when you inside the castle than when you outside throwing stones at the gate.
What's the name? Dapper Dan just said something like that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, bro. Like, listen. Like, when you at the table, granted, you might look at, like, at the end of the day, the pioneer catches the arrow. The first nigga over the hill gonna catch the arrow from the entire army on the other side, right? But at the end of the day, like, with Jay being at the table, there's a certain gateway that he at least allows other people to come through. For instance, now he's a part owner. We all going crazy about what he's doing, but in 2022...
What part owner of what team, though?
We don't know. Again,
this nigga's a part owner of a team.
Well, it's not official yet. They haven't said yet.
But that's what I'm saying.
But what the part owner thing is, NFL teams are more expensive than NBA teams.
Right.
He owned 0.6 of the Nets.
Right.
So what is he going to own of a football team? Is his voice actually going to be heard amongst...
we got to wait, right?
And
we got
to Rock Nation Sports. Can he own a team?
We got to figure that out, though, fellas.
I don't think...
have to wait that out.
I don't think he's an agent. I think he just owns... I just think he owns the agency with the agents. I don't think he's an agent. Because if he was an agent, he can't own a team.
Yeah, I don't know the speculation on that. But I just know, like, in general, like, my whole thing is that with that door being open, in 2025, we now have 5 black owners or partial owners, then what? Now all of a sudden you gonna go back to the foundation of, bro. We wouldn't even got in the door if Jay-Z didn't catch 1,000 arrows. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is like, I understand people coming from, but the way I look at it, if you're gonna look at it that way, it's probably an NFL saying, okay, we got a jail-free card with Jay-Z. But although they gotta get out of jail-free card, Jay-Z gonna let on some Harriet Tubman shit, gonna let everybody through the door. Like, look, if we take over the halftime, okay, whatever. That could be like that's his role. First of all, Jay-Z is a billionaire, bro. Like, Jay-Z not going to the NFL like, nigga, I need another like 200 mil. I mean, he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and his wife is almost a billionaire.
So this literally has to be for a really unknown reason. That's gonna have everybody looking stupid.
And the end of the day is like, bruh, let's just wait. And the problem is, like you said, like if it was a white billionaire, nobody would give a fuck, right? Yeah. But because that first black billionaire go up there, it's like, if he don't say the right shit, we shooting it down. It's like, bruh, like, allow this man to open the gate a little bit more. Yeah. At least even if it's just one more nigga get in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Damon Johns from FUBU be like, all right, I want to go in with you. Yeah. Or whatever. Now all of a sudden we have 3 owners that share 20% of the Rams. Yeah. So all I'm saying is like, bro, we just gotta wait it out. Like, let's just wait for that to be taking place.
Yo, if Damon John was doing the NFL jerseys, the FUBU jerseys,
you see what I'm saying? You see what? Nah, niggas hype. Nah, niggas, oh shit, that'd be lit as hell. You see what I'm saying?
Because remember a couple years ago, Diddy tried to buy a portion of the Panthers, and they didn't let him.
Exactly.
They didn't let him buy a portion of the Panthers.
They let Diddy or Steph get in, but Jay is in. So what if Jay is the reason now that Diddy and Steph can get in? So what I'm saying is like, yeah, bro, I totally get where y'all coming from and where a lot of half the black community is coming from.
Right.
But in this situation, based on Jay's track record, we have to give the man an opportunity to be like, bro, fuck up. Because when you fuck up, then we can be like, as a community and say, yo, we don't, like, you did this, that, and that. That's not the way to go. Yeah. Because a nigga might come through in a year and y'all be like, wow, we fucked up. Yeah. But that's the same thing that's wrong with our community.
When are we gonna get that rationale and stop jumping to conclusions?
But I mean, bro, it's been 72 hours.
Hey, I just want to get proven wrong.
We just gotta wait.
I just want to get proven wrong. That's all. Because
but I'm saying, why I gotta be that though? Why? Like for instance, like let's just say for y'all, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say y'all decided to go on tour as a podcast.
Yes, sir.
And niggas from back here on y'all way was jumping on y'all like these niggas not big enough. Why the fuck they go on the tour? It's a dumbass decision. It's like, bruh, like at least support them to go through that stage. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like, even with us, when we came out the gate doing events in Crenshaw and Adams and all this other shit, a lot of people were like, I don't know, I don't want to go. And then a lot of niggas were like, even for him, niggas that he grew up with just started going to his events.
Nigga, we had a whole
literally
conversation
4 months ago.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We've been doing events for 3 years.
Yeah.
This
and
is
so
true,
I say
man.
that to say, like, that is a domino effect that happens within the black community. Whenever somebody goes against the grain, now I'm not saying goes against the grain and it's like, you know, why we shoot them down? Cause some shit niggas be wilding. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get it twisted. I ain't saying that.
Yeah, no cap.
But what I am saying is when a nigga is literally on the fence of doing something great and the opportunity is so large that he can like open the gate for a lot of us, we gotta support him until he fuck up. Like we don't even give our own people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like we coming at him like, oh, you fucking up, you wild. But bruh, I guarantee you, like you said, if it was a white billionaire, the entire like young white community be like, we behind him. Look at Trump. I guarantee there's mad white followers now, or right, like Trump followers now that are like, yo, he's wilding. Yeah. But in the beginning, they was like, yo, he's for us. We gonna support him.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't even do that like, for ourselves. That's crazy.
So
we don't.
So the thing was, you know, with that, is saying that we gotta be able to say, all right, we gotta wait. We gotta be able to, you know, look at what's going on behind the scenes and what he's going to do. I don't think there's a shadow of a doubt in all of our mind that there is something that Jay-Z wants to get accomplished here.
Oh, for sure.
The problem with any and all of the things, the only where the buck stops is invoking Colin Kaepernick's movement. We are talking about all these things.
Why is it mutually exclusive?
He did not, because
why can't it work together?
He did not need to use his movement at all to do all those things.
Well, why can't it work together?
He could have went, did all, and became an NFL owner, all this stuff, and we would be sitting here thinking, oh, this and that, with the woo. But he didn't need to say we're done kneeling. He didn't need to go and try to invoke Colin Kaepernick's cause to be able to get to where he is now. That was the opportunist part of everything.
Bro, they asked him the question, he answered it. Like, bro, like, what are y'all talking about when y'all say that?
What do you mean?
People are making it seem like he came into the room and said, yo, before we start talking, we done with fucking kneeling. Move, next thing. He didn't come in like that. He came in.
Are you kidding? He literally said, I talked to Colin already. Yeah. I had a meeting with him, which he didn't. Bro, he did that. So when he did that, that was him supporting the idea that he was invoking Colin Kaepernick's movement.
But why?
That's what he was doing. That is just a fact.
Well, why can't they work together?
I understand.
That's what we're all wondering. But why would he lie about the meeting?
Understood. He just did not need to do that with Colin Kaepernick.
So in other words, you're not upset about what's happening. You upset about what he said?
Bro,
about his wrong choice of words?
Because right then and there, he didn't need to invoke Colin Kaepernick's movement.
But
that's all.
Without him saying
he didn't need to say
everybody's good, right? If he didn't say what he said about the kneeling part, everybody's good.
If you didn't say, if he did not, hold on.
Now you're still on the fence,
bro. Because we would have to sit there and wait because he could be doing something else. But he did not need to say anything about Colin Kaepernick.
So again, if he didn't say that statement,
the thing was that right? with the NFL, their whole thing was that Colin Kaepernick and this thorn in our side, we can't get rid of it. So I'm going to employ Jay and do whatever Jay wants to be able to get that off.
Jay's not silencing Colin Kaepernick.
Bro,
he is, though.
Bro, he literally
every single person against him. Yeah, fading Colin Kaepernick.
Bro, like,
it's crazy.
Bro, it was divide and conquer. That's what it was.
So many people come
and
out.
that's just how it is. It is a fact that he was over here invoking his movement.
Shouldn't even be at the head of it because he's not fully black. I've seen so many.
He's literally.
But listen.
He used it as an end to be able to get to his shit.
Because I'm hearing what he's saying. Because you got to see it as like this. You know what I mean?
That's all.
In the
that's
last,
what I'm saying.
because we right now this month in particular is the 400th year anniversary of like the first slaves to come to America.
1619.
You know what I mean? 1619, right?
Right.
In August 1619. Yep. Since that happened, there has been like historically black people saying like, "Yo, XYZ is fucked up. This, that, and the third's happened.
Right.
They don't listen.
Right.
They do something drastic. They still don't listen.
Right.
Then you have an Uncle Tom or you have a house nigga that goes up and he's with
Right,
Master
right.
and he's like, oh, we're going to make it better. Look, I'm chilling here with Master.
Right.
And nothing happens. We have, historically speaking, black people's like voices have just been suppressed.
Right.
So seeing Jay-Z up like with whatever that nigga's name is, Roger Goodell.
Sipping tea and shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Seeing him up there like doing with him, you know what I mean. Because the whole quote was essentially like, okay, we're kind of past kneeling at this point. Like, let's actually start doing actionable stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which I in some ways agree with. It's also,
but not to cut you though, I just feel like when he, like, again, I think people are looking at that wording and they're reading it in one. I think first of all, you coming in with an already chip on your shoulder and a traumatic experience, right? Like when he said we're done kneeling, I mean, bro, like the again, if we break it down, the goal of Colin Kaepernick kneeling was to bring awareness to police brutality and injustice to minority culture or minority.
So what is that? What is it that Jay-Z's doing that is bringing that attention to that problem?
He just got on board 3 days ago.
Nothing.
What can he do in 3 days? Like, y'all gotta tell me, bro.
I'm telling you.
That's all I'm
listening,
saying.
though.
You just didn't need to use Colin Kaepernick's movement whatsoever.
It doesn't have anything to do with it.
But no,
Right.
he had to. No, listen, he had to.
How?
Here's why he had
But
to.
that's the problem, bro.
I know, but look, here's why he had
That's
to.
what's problematic. But go ahead.
Because let's start off.
Right.
Once outside of like I said, everybody's voice has been suppressed. You know.
Right.
The only reason Jay even got in that room is because of Colin Kaepernick. You know
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Everything that's happened with Colin Kaepernick.
Absolutely.
Right? The reason Jay needed to mention Colin Kaepernick, and the reason I think he went with like the negative connotation, you know what I mean, in mentioning Colin Kaepernick, is because one, he knew if he did not mention that nigga's name at one point in that thing, it was gonna be the backlash would have been way worse than it is right now.
Absolutely.
Right? And two, in this day and age, headlines are news.
Absolutely.
Not the content.
Absolutely.
Not what's
because
actually
attention
written.
spans are fucking 5 seconds.
So look. If Jay-Z says we're past kneeling, and you don't get the rest of that sentence, so you just get we're past kneeling.
Right.
You just
Exactly.
get we're past kneeling, right?
Exactly.
And then you are online, say in the middle of like November, December, and all of a sudden you see like, oh shit, like Cardi B just did a new song, like Offset in the middle of a game, and then they stopped the song at one point and then put up every picture of everybody that died in the last whatever, and then somebody gave a speech. All of a sudden now you're paying attention, and then all you're thinking is like, oh, that's why Jay-Z said
the pioneer catches the arrow.
Yeah, so Jay knew in saying we're past kneeling. That's gonna be the headline.
That's gonna be the
Everybody's
headline.
gonna pay attention.
So you know,
And
you
that's
thought you
like
think
an
it's
analogy. Like, what if that doesn't happen?
Yeah, because look, that's what I'm saying. That's the other flip side of it. In the last 400 years, we've had our voices suppressed.
Right.
You see that nigga Jay-Z up on stage talking about we're past kneeling.
Right.
You've heard that a million times. Like, you've heard that so... How many
You've heard it
times
so
did
many
Martin...
different times.
How many times did Martin Luther King preach nonviolence before he was shot and killed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like...
Right.
That's, and so
But regardless,
do you
though...
think that he'll be able to, like, if any messaging during the halftime at Super Bowl, do you believe that is going to change any types of minds of the people who influence these things?
Honestly, bro, I got a
I
pretty...
think a whole
I got
nother
a pretty-
program is about to be implemented.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like,
I think
was
a
about to-
whole nother social justice program is about to be implemented.
Yeah, 'cause-
where it's still gonna be majority black, and it's just gonna be
And
just like
you know what's funny
not
about
even
it
getting the
is that I
white
think
community
that
involved.
I think that that may be even because of what has happened, like in these last couple of days, of all the black intellectuals going to Jay like, yo, Jay, this ain't it. Like, let's go this way. You know what I mean? I feel like that will happen now. I believe that for sure. There will be something there because there have been many people who have came out and said, yo, I know Jay-Z personally. This ain't it. You know what I mean? Like the way that he didn't need to use Colin Kaepernick. I looked to some of our community leaders. They just didn't need to do that. The NFL had an image problem. The way they got rid of the image problems was by using Jay-Z to be able to get off of it. That was the whole thing. Now you got our community divided, and some people are saying, "Oh, fuck it, Jay-Z's there now. Colin Kaepernick, no, like it was about."
They're
Colin.
going by this thing called "kill the messenger" syndrome because they're going straight after Colin. When what was Colin Kaepernick really kneeling for, right?
Yeah. Believe
That exactly. What is going to be done about that? The cop that killed Eric
Cops are still
Gardner
gonna be out here
just got
shooting
fired.
niggas, man.
And that's it.
5 years later.
You know what I'm saying? I want to. What's going to be done about that? What is going to be implemented into these police academies?
We have a talk like this. I think that, and especially because of our backlash as a community, I think that those voices will be heard. I think that people, like especially people who are close to Jay-Z or black intellectuals that are high up, you know what I mean, that everybody kind of listens to or talks to or whatever,
right?
Like are going to tap Jay-Z like, yo, Jay. But this
whatever happens, this can't phase out.
You know what I mean? Because it's going to end up being a positive. When you're a billionaire and you're the face of young black America or the hip hop culture,
right?
You know what I mean? Like it's going to work out some way, guys. But I am going to say, like
that just wasn't the way to go with invoking his name. Ultimately,
that right there was the egregious part, and that's that. That's it.
So we're gonna go.
He already did the bad.
Yeah, if he wanted to be an owner, he could have just said he wanted to be an owner. He didn't have to do everything else that has been going on. Yeah, he didn't have to do all of this.
So that's the general consensus.
So I think that he already, especially in these last couple of days, has been punished for the idea of the Colin Kaepernick. There's already been a lot of think pieces from a lot of reputable people that have said like, yo, like that. Like, we understand the business part and everything like that, and we can wait to see what comes out of it and stuff like that. I doubt that because of him being a very small percentage of an NFL team, that he'll, like, be able to get Colin Kaepernick, like, you know, hired. But I think that he'll be able to do something, you know what I mean? Especially with the backlash that's happening now.
Colin gonna make an album.
You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yo, if Colin Kaepernick drop an album,
Colin Kaepernick he about to drop Ether Part 2, bro.
Yeah, it's
with Nas.
It's gonna be something like that, bro. Like,
yo, if he drop Ether,
so we know it's gonna be, you know, great. But I think that, you know, Jay saw an opportunity.
It's just a misstep for Jay, really.
Yeah, that's all.
Or not even a full misstep. It's just that
it's literally just that comment. I think that comment fucked it up.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like the reason why it hurts so much is because that entity, the NFL, had to keep listening to us. Had to. You know what I mean? They had to. Now they got a scapegoat. And
when the smoke clears and internet and Instagram shuts off,
hey,
what do you see the next step going?
Man, I just like because
like realistically, because I don't see it.
Have it, but I think that is. I think it's right now the messaging of everything. I think that's a net negative for us right now. But I feel like there's going to be something that they're going to be able to come up with.
Has to be, because after February, after the Super Bowl, there's no football's not on at all. What are you doing for the community? What are you doing as far as social justice?
No, this is true,
it,
man.
You know, and that's something that I really want to.
We got to keep. You know,
I hope it doesn't fizzle out after the Super Bowl.
Because it's not. Because it's about. Because the one thing it's about is like, all right. So what is the action that we're gonna do? Mm-hmm. Like the thing is that we're gonna have to keep. You know, saying like, hey, y'all blackball Colin Kaepernick because of him having a voice. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta keep, you know, having, you know, bringing people to that understanding. Like, yo, like he kneeled for a just cause, and these folks looked at him like, nah, nigga, you can't. You're not gonna be able to be in our league because of that. You know what I mean? And that's what we gotta raise awareness about. You know
look, I agree.
Yo, the shit look even worse because Jason Whitlock is agreeing with Jay-Z. So,
dog.
You know when Jason Whitlock jump in,
that nigga was on that motherfucker.
Yo, when Jason Whitlock agrees to anything that black people do, it's a problem because
this nigga's on.
Yo, he criticized LeBron for opening a school for children.
Then he came back with hair.
It just is what it is. Like, you know, Jay is a billionaire. He's a businessman. Like, he saw an opportunity. He said like, oh shit, like I can kind of like rub my shoulders with Colin, say I met with him and all types of shit, which never happened. It was both
at all. That was crazy. That
you know what I mean? You just fucking lied, bro. Like you ain't got a lot of kick it, Craig. Like that's all I'm saying, bro. You ain't got a lie, Craig. Like, bro,
I just wish that Colin would step up more. I'm just kind of bothered that his girl is his spokesperson.
Well, see, the thing is, bro, like it just like everything, I think that it needs to be calculated. It's all calculated steps.
I think it's good though, also to have a woman with it.
Yeah,
bro.
She said they did talk. The conversation didn't go as well as Jay-Z claimed.
And Eric,
but I'm saying nobody heard from Colin though, right? We just
no one's heard from Colin.
Well, I know
Colin tweeted the day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he tweeted something about it.
no matter what, no matter who tries to keep our like voices down, we're gonna keep the movement going.
Right. So,
Something along those lines.
So I think that it's not necessarily.
So there's like.
That as ammo.
Not because there's a rift in between because obviously with Colin's tweet, he said something along the lines of, like it doesn't matter who's there or whatever, we're gonna keep on doing what we're doing. Yeah. Then his girl, and then his girl said that him and Jay-Z never spoke about this. Eric Reed said Colin Kaepernick and Jay-Z never spoke about this. So like. There's something in the middle that obviously we're missing as the poor people in this conversation. Like obviously we're missing that. So there's a side of the story that everybody is missing out on.
It's always three sides.
How are we speculating on that?
I mean, because he already did the egregious move of invoking Colin Kaepernick. Yeah,
you know what?
He already did that. That is that.
You know what? You know what? I'll say this. The timeline that I witnessed. But the timeline, you know what I mean? The timeline I witnessed was, the rumors like last week, Jay-Z might be doing something with the NFL.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was kind of like, I don't know. Jay-Z just had that bar not too long ago saying that he fucked the NFL type shit. Or
but if it wasn't for ESPN, we wouldn't know nothing.
Yeah, and then like all of a sudden you start seeing Jay-Z with the interview with Kraft or whatever, Goodell, and then you start seeing a lot of these different rumors. Like after that, I seen the Jermaine Dupri shit. After that, I didn't see the Colin's girl was talking about he didn't really have that conversation that Jay-Z claimed he had. Honestly speaking, it's a whole lot of speculation. Truthfully, we're not gonna know shit until the season starts, and that's the problem. Because now it's like even though once again I said I watch NFL, and you know what I mean, I'm a fan of the Rams. Freeway don't watch NFLs, but he's a Jay-Z fan. So if he wants to know what the fuck's about to happen. Like
I'll just hear from y'all.
No, you can hear from us, but I'm saying if you really want to know, you damn near have to anticipate that.
Is that which has already happened. He used Colin Kaepernick's movement to do what he got to do when he wasn't supposed to. That was that, and that was just it. He already did that though. So we're going to see something, and I believe that what's going to happen. Like I said, is that somebody's
a black person syndrome. That's what we do for everybody.
This is literally what we do. We just have the blessing of being able to record it and put it out and show niggas that our opinions on it. Every nigga.
But to answer your question, I think something amazing is going to come out of it.
You can't say that though when you already frying them,
bro. He didn't need to. Bro, I can be critical.
We got 5 minutes worth of this nigga going in.
To anything I say, I've said that if something amazing is going to come out of it because of the criticism he is receiving right now.
Right.
That's literally what I said.
Yeah.
So what are you saying right now?
Because he can't.
Yes, because of the criticism he's receiving right now. Yes.
How did you not know you had that plan already set before he went into the room?
Bro, because he invoked the movement that he didn't need to. That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
This is what we do.
He just invoked the movement that he didn't need to, and that was wrong.
He basically said
his elders know it's wrong.
He know Jay-Z.
We know it's wrong.
Jay-Z know it's
wrong. Bro, they're coming out and saying these things, bro. Like,
you don't know what Jay-Z got in store.
Bro,
no
again,
cap.
Dog.
Bro, did you? Okay, but do you?
Well, she gonna bust out a mean Millie Rock at halftime.
You gotta use the wrong choice of words. But now or 6 months when we can't come back like. Jay-Z, bravo! Like, no, bro, that's where we ass backwards at. Like,
that's not ass backwards.
Doing that.
So you can be critical.
So you asking for consistency?
When they do something wrong.
He's asking for consistency.
We gotta be consistent, and that's a problem with our generation as a whole.
So it ain't just our generation now. It's just black people in general. It's black people in general. I don't think it's just our generation, but I get you.
You can respect somebody in our community, but you can also be critical of them. That is literally that is what we can do.
So if you say fuck you to one person one time, you got to stay on that shit. Like nah.
Fuck you.
Or can you say, hey yo, bro? So you can't say, hey bro, I rock with you, I respect you, but that move that you did wasn't the right thing.
No, that's
okay.
acceptable.
That just don't make no sense, bro. Okay,
but y'all are both right. Y'all are both right.
Shout out to my nigga Kenwaylive.
Have you ever had a homie in high school that he was your homie, but he was dating some shorty, and it come out that she had allegedly like messed around on him, but she ain't say nothing, so now it's fuck this bitch. It's because we don't have information. That's why.
Exactly. So we don't have the info.
So we're gonna let
all you can do is gather.
Exactly.
The information we have is that you use his movement.
That he used his movement.
That's not a one line, bro. Like he has many different things that he said about that.
Yo, hold
Please
on.
go look at the.
Wait, so Jay-Z hit. So he hit Kaepernick with the Nas shit. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
Oh
my God.
The Rock is in the building.
You see what I'm saying?
We sponsor that.
The Rock is in the building.
Yeah,
that's some wild shit.
Honestly,
I think that the fact that we're even talking about it as far as dialogue just kind of helps out the situation. I really do believe that. We're on a podcast talking about it.
For sure.
It's like it's something that we make, apparent in our community. I believe that he invoked the movement. He did need to do all the business move, but I think that what's going to happen is something positive out of all of it, which is what I think our community can do. We sharpen each other, we make each other better. And so he's going to be like, all right, for sure, he's going to be able to produce this, that, whatever. He's going to have more of an idea behind that. I think that that's what's going to happen, regardless of what he had planned before or whatever. You know what I mean? So
we was watching Kaep Neal, but we was young. Now we watching Kaep Neal like, is you dumb?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
No cap at all.
No cap at all.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
man. Like,
So,
is you dumb?
So we were talking about people that's blackballed.
Woo!
I was looking at shit over just on social media about Carmelo.
Oh boy.
Oh man, you think that's
Another
he's
New
blackballed?
Yorker.
Wait. So
Another New Yorker.
So do y'all think that us campaigning for him to get back into the league, do you think we're hurting his chances of getting back into the NBA because it's bringing negative attention to teams, and it's going to be pretty much farewell to us all year? It's going to be all year long for him.
But is he being blackballed because of a social justice movement that he was trying to do, or is he being blackballed because of something else?
Bro.
No.
Shout out to Melo, but
No. But
I don't think he's getting blackballed because I think though I'll say this about Melo from kind of what I've seen, bro, is like, cause he's good. There's no there's like no like denying that. But I also think he's a bit too much of a liability. You know what I'm saying?
But
right
how?
now, just because he's a little too old, he's good, but it's not like putting him on your team is guaranteed to get you a championship.
Jared Dudley just got a deal.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I personally don't see why he doesn't.
Yo,
have a
Jared
deal.
Dudley's in worse shape than me.
I'm saying
I ain't played ball in 4 years.
Don't see why he doesn't have a deal, but I could also understand why nobody wants to give him a deal if he's currently a free agent.
But that's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
he's
Like,
currently free
but
agent.
that's what I'm saying is the attention that social media is giving him and media in general. Do you think it's hurting his chances?
I don't think it hurts his chances. I don't think
Because NBA teams don't like that shit. They don't like that.
They might not, but he's not terrible.
You gotta look at the facts, though, right? Like, Carmelo obviously is still an amazing player, right? At the end of the day, he still can get on somebody's team and put up a good 10-5 or whatever you gotta do just to add to the team, right? But the thing about Carmelo, though, is that a lot of people not looking at like what was self-inflicted about his part. When he first started getting passed around, he started telling niggas, like, I'm not coming off the bench.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
That was his
Right?
thing.
And he did that for so many squads that, like, it got around the league. Like, bro, we're not about to bring him in. He gonna cause an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, or a divide. Because, again, Carmelo was on some shit like, bro, I'm good enough to be starting.
Yeah.
But if you already have a system and he not trying to come in and play in that system, niggas is like, we good. Especially because he's a little bit older. You feel me? Like, they know, like, whatever next deal he signed is probably gonna be the last deal. You know what I mean? So you gonna be on that team for that next 2-3 years, and that's it. And they like, bro, we not taking that shit. So what's happening right now? I think Carmelo is like, yo, he has to be able to get in these rooms or these boardrooms and explain, like, bro, I'm ready to take that role. But a lot of people are looking at it like, bro, the game is changing. And the thing about the NBA or the NFL or any game is you notice, like, each generation, they're more athletic, they're faster, they're quicker, they're more talented, right? So a lot of these people are looking at it like, yo, Carmelo was that deal, and it was still an amazing player from 10 years ago, but, bro, like, to put up what he going to give us to the team, we got niggas that's coming in the league that are doing a lot of great shit. They looking at it like, bro, we don't got no room for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
right.
for him, it's unfortunate, and I feel like he could definitely – I think he on the team right now and average 20 and 10, honestly, because, like, he's a pure shooter, and he has a lot of not 20 and 10, but I mean –
I'm saying 20
like a 15, 5.
He'll get 10,
You know what I'm saying?
damn it.
15, 5. Like, you know what I mean? I think he can do damage, but the thing about him is –
Ray Allen. You know what I mean? Like,
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good,
That's just what I was trying to say. You know what I
But the
mean?
thing
Like,
about
he's
Ray
good
Allen is,
enough
like,
that
he
you
was –
put him on the right team.
he knew what his role was.
Yeah.
Carmelo, like, nah, bro, I'm coming in. I'm still gonna be on my LeBron. I'm
Be on my
because he
shit.
came in. The thing about it, I feel bad for him too, because it's like he came in the league with Bron. So it's kind of hard to see your draft mates. They still going up. They still like the leaders of their team, and you supposed to be considered as you a role player. You the 13th man or 12th man or whatever.
Damn.
So 13. I mean, bro. But at the end of the day, like I said, the game it keeps evolving. It ain't stopping for nobody. There's gonna come a time when niggas gonna look in the league. There's gonna be 5-6 LeBrons in the league. Like, how the fuck is that happening right now? Because when we was coming to watch LeBron, it's like, bro, there's never gonna be another nigga like him. People still to this day won't accept the fact that Kobe and LeBron have the possibility to be better than Jordan. I mean, now that could be something where niggas like, nah. But if you look at Kobe, I mean, that nigga is a miraculous player. And he's actually a carbon copy.
Right.
But you look at LeBron, he's a fucking specimen. Like, the nigga does
LeBron
everything.
Doesn't even make sense, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's scientifically not supposed to be happening. But again,
It's almost,
I was gonna say
No, but that's why his father.
Usain
That's why his
Bolt.
father never came around because Nike artificially inseminated him inside of his brother.
That's not about right.
And then,
but then he said the
I
same
was
thing for Zion though.
listening to
If
this.
Zion get a jumper,
Everything I had.
he's gonna be dangerous as fuck.
And you got niggas like Usain Bolt,
Bruh,
there's
exactly.
niggas literally
The shit
built
is
for whatever
changing, it's
sport,
evolving
and it doesn't
every
make
generation.
any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that are built in a way like how did you even exist in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like
I got a question for you two niggas, but go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say like that. Some niggas like that exist. And shout out to the two Lakers that you just mentioned.
So, back to some of the event planning stuff too.
Yeah. Sure, of course.
All of the women who come there, I know that y'all done got, a whole lot of them probably just been throwing it at you, you know what I mean?
that nigga pointed straight.
you put it right out of me.
That nigga threw it quick. That nigga threw it
that
quick.
one. He got a girlfriend, so we.
That's what's. I mean,
ain't gonna throw none of that down his way.
I still get thrown, What's the?
So they see him walking around like, oh
So
shit, you
what's
must
the-
run. You must run shit around here.
You the man who makes sure all the music is playing. You're gonna get the women out on the floor.
DJ.
For us niggas who gonna be there on Labor Day,
sir.
y'all.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood of us, leaving with some scattered ass?
Man, look. So I would probably give you a 90.
Hey, that's what I like. I'm an A+.
That's a 9 out of 10.
that
This is the thing, and to bring it back to a good point or like a wholesome idea.
Absolutely.
We love
wholesomeness.
when we're talking about the type of music and the type of vibe that we provide, like is going to allow for people to take themselves out of their normal regular life and realize like I'm me, I'm here, I'm living.
I could bust it open.
Yeah.
That part.
You know what I mean? And let me enjoy being myself for a little bit right now. Let me do that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we get so high strung on all the things that's going on inside of our life and all the pressures of life and everything like that.
Absolutely.
What we try to do is musically take all that and put that off to the side for a little bit and recognize that no matter who you are, no matter how you are, we're all on one accord right now inside of this venue. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here right now. Enjoy that. Receive that. Take that. You know what I mean? Like, live in the moment right now. So, you talking about, hitting some shit. And I'm talking about trying to provide a really good vibe.
Hey, we love it. It all
The
flows.
way you dog,
It all
the way you
flows.
describe it, I want to be aware of the
But
fuck
see, the
he's
thing
talking about,
is
bro.
that I feel
Fuck
like,
the bullshit, bro.
I feel
place
like,
sounds amazing.
as black
I'm there.
men, as black men, is being around. There's going to be a majority black women.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
so
Speaking right
Kenway
language.
is the ordained minister. So he the ordained minister, and he's setting you up with a shorty on a dance floor, and that's your wedding right there.
Pretty.
That's your wedding.
I guess you could try to say it like that.
We gonna act like Corey did not just.
I heard it when I said.
Fingerprint him. Down.
don't know Court
Dog,
right now.
he just did the Cardi B perfectly.
You gotta let the
Right
women know that
before
you
doing
can.
the
You
yes.
gotta let them know that you can. You can blend.
Yo.
So I think
Continue,
that's what we
please.
try to provide at our event, and we just want people to, really be able to, have a good time and kind
We
of
love
let
it.
loose a little bit.
I mean,
get yourself a
in
fishbowl
order
and shit.
to leave with some butt anyway, you got to come somewhere where you're gonna get a vibe anyway. And if they ain't feeling the vibe, then they ain't giving them no. They ain't giving them no glide.
Just so you
no
guys
vibe,
know.
no glide. You know
So just so you guys
On
know,
a shirt.
if you hear anything about any ass being eaten, just know it's him.
God.
Just know it's him. He'll
probably-
be.
I saw the video about it last.
Me and Kev, we got.
Whoa!
that stitching.
Yo, he already.
I don't know what's happening over
Snitching
there.
on his man.
Hey, look, man. Do what you want to do. Just find the right shorty for it. You know what I mean? That's all.
We're gonna be shorties. We're gonna be on.
First too. There's a lot of dancing.
Well, you know what? Hold on now, because we didn't have to talk. You know, having a little day pussy all day, a little day party pussy.
Hey, with a pussy bottomless too. Hey.
Oh no, you didn't.
Let's go.
Nah,
Yo, bottomless
it's
pussy.
Not.
Oh my god.
I do not sell.
Yo, bottomless pussy is crazy.
That is nuts.
Go to the bar. He was like, I don't want no mimosa. I want the
No, it's not. It's not coming.
That nigga said
That is an all new type of brunch.
No, it's not. Yo, you know what? Somebody probably will.
2020.
No, nah, fuck that. There
2020
is.
bottomless
fuck that.
pussy's
Hold
coming.
on, check this shit out. I don't know what the name of the event is.
Let's go.
But
It's
a
an
girl I'm
88th
talking
11th
to-
event, huh?
A girl I'm talking to
Uh-oh.
literally sent me an event
Tender talk.
where hold on.
Let's go.
It's an event where you go to, you pay your fee up front. It's like $5K. It's a weekend.
5K.
$5K. You get 2 girls all weekend, all unlimited drinks, all like 3 different parties every single day,
All you can
something
eat.
like that. Like, and it's in Vegas or whatever. It's like a weekend getaway where you get as much pussy as you want.
All you can eat.
80%.
All you
Hey.
all you
All
can
you
drink,
can
and it's at a private estate. It's a party. I was like, what type of in the STD is this, my nigga?
That sounds like prostitution.
Bro,
It's
it's in
that,
Vegas.
bro.
Bro, it's in Vegas. I mean,
Sounds about right.
it's in
Where it's
Vegas.
legal.
They can do that.
That sounds
Yeah, I was about to
right.
say, like, that's
You
that's
can
a
go
party
to
party
they
prostitution,
promoted it
bro.
like it's a party. I swear to
Prostitution
God.
just say,
You
this
can go
is
to
the
DR
whole-
and pay $25
When I
and get
saw
all
this
that.
shit,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
my nigga, I should look for this
You
shit
go
right
to
now.
DR
I
and
should
it'd
look
be
for
good.
You go to DR, but you might have to pay them with a green card, but that just depends on what you want to
So
do.
do they
That's just-
hand
real
out
life.
a wristband or do they go by facial recognition? Because we can put all
Facial
5 Gs
recognition.
together.
Nah,
We
nah,
take the
you
wristband off and then you go in there and you had the same 2 bitches.
Nigga said-
So we can put
Niggas always try to finesse, man.
Is that
Always.
yo, is that got complex
Niggas gonna try to finesse heaven, dog.
Yeah,
Niggas
rock,
dog.
paper, scissors, and who get them first?
Yo, it's like when you go to Complex Con and your man is outside and you leave the wristband a little loose.
Bruh,
And then you go
yeah.
to the back door. You're like,
Listen.
here you go, here you go, here you go.
Niggas gonna be at the heaven gates doing the same shit. Like,
Yeah,
our
bro.
guy said, nah.
They'll be like,
To
nah.
the side door, we gonna be good.
Like, yo, nah.
That's
I don't know
crazy,
how he got in
Bro,
here,
I'm telling you,
but
niggas gonna be
Hey,
sliding
look.
the deals to
Niggas gonna
Peter.
be-
Man,
Walking
that's
by
crazy
like,
because I
yo.
know in heaven you got
Bruh.
some. Never mind. See,
you see, you about to wild
God gonna
out.
be kicking niggas out, bro. God gonna be
God is gonna
throwing
be like,
y'all
no,
out
that
bitch.
nigga there is not coming in.
They
I don't
gonna
know what you
gonna
gotta
be
do.
Jazzy Jeffy y'all niggas out the door like,
Toss him right out the fucking
you know what I'm
door, man.
saying? They gonna be Jazzy Jeffy niggas. Y'all be
So at the event, has there
Yeah.
any been an occurrence of any of that? Like,
yeah, man. I mean, honestly, like
Y'all done had the Jazzy Jeff of you niggas?
Oh no, not Jazzy Jeffem, but I think you talking about like I think
somebody
about
eating.
Yo,
cat on the
please, what
floor?
did you think we
No,
were talking
yeah,
about?
and
I
that
answer
too,
both.
and that
yeah,
too.
so when it, not
Oh,
on the
just in
floor,
general.
but like so
I was about to
we've
say.
had venues where it was
That's
a little
a
bit
party I
darker
need to be
than like where we at now, and we've had
Okay.
I've had people tell me like, yeah, I walk by, so I nigga getting top in this section.
Hey,
You know what I mean? That's the worst I've heard. I haven't seen nothing crazy outside of that, but
Sloppy toppy.
you know, like I said, the event is wild because it's 1,000+ people, 1,000+ black people.
How do you not
right?
get no ass out of it?
It's just a lot of people. It's a lot of drinking. It's a lot of turning up. I mean, in the way that the
Lot of good
music
time.
is set up, like you gonna win because Afrobeats come on, Caribbean reggae come on.
That ass get to moving like water.
90s R&B,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Play
So,
some bougie bantan.
That coochie
Come on,
that
marinade.
shit be coming on, bro. So you really like it's on some shit where like
Wait,
the
hold on, whoa.
DJs force you to win. You know what I'm saying?
the fuck he
Hold
just
on,
say
hold on,
over there?
hold on.
I don't know what he
Hold on.
said.
What you just
What'd he
say?
say?
I know
I
you
didn't
thought that we
say.
didn't hear you, but what you say,
I don't know
bro?
what he said.
He said that Afro beats come on. I was like, that coochie marinating. It's just ready.
Yeah, bro.
Whenever that Afro beats come on, it's just
You gotta-
something
yeah,
curates
bruh.
down there.
Little salt
And it's
bay,
just-
for real salt bay.
There's the twang.
Something just
Y'all
curates.
About the twang.
Yeah,
For real salt bay.
Something just gets you
nah,
ready
man.
for OT.
It's lit,
Hey,
it's lit
hey,
song.
hey,
Overtime.
just know,
Yeah,
so for the media role, like where the podcasts
yeah,
are,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
so what the podcasts are
Right,
over
right.
there.
So that's where people take a break at. But the thing about it is niggas don't understand, like, that's where you
I'm
come
gonna
up
be there every
at.
time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Come take a
Because
break
there's
with
a
me.
lot of people when they
Break.
take
Damn,
a break
that's
from the
crazy.
event,
Yeah.
they gonna be in one spot. They ain't moving around trying to get drinks. So like they'll sit
Yeah.
down or they be in the smoking patio, and you can just spit your game, and you can get on early,
man,
and they get caught up in the mix of 1,000 people. So you know how girls blow. You was just talking to me.
Man, I'm finna draw on hella tattoos and just try to pull up.
Swag them and be right up in the mix. They don't see you again. You know what I mean?
We ready to get caught
so
up in
Media
the mix.
Row gonna be cracking. The food court next to Media Row. We got a City Boy barbecue.
Okay, City Boys in the place
Oh,
to be.
City
City Boy time.
We got a City Boy barbecue.
Wait, are they allowed to wear the Birkenstocks?
I was gonna say that to y'all.
Y'all
Y'all really the Birkenstock gang. I ain't never seen that many niggas. They
call themselves the Berkey Boys.
Follow us on IG.
I know my purpose.
So are they allowed?
Y'all live that. I ain't never seen that many niggas wearing Birkins at one time.
Hey, by the way,
You gotta be able to slide in and slide out.
I feel that shit.
That's so
That's crazy. I ain't never seen any motherfuckers wear that shit at one time.
So just so you know,
yeah,
they ain't pay for those.
Who's y'all
Like that, I paid mine.
Oh,
Yeah, we gonna tell you later.
oh, word.
We pay for all of them. You feel me?
Yeah,
Berkey,
I paid
baby.
for mine. Let me just say that.
Ah, for sure.
We finna put James on court for that.
For sure.
Well,
We gotta go to court for that one. Nah.
Listen,
hell
the Fed, I said it before. I said it before on air. The Fed, if the Feds got any problem with me, they know where the fuck to find me.
No, you gotta stop saying that shit on air.
Come and fucking find me.
You niggas already looking for us.
Niggas gonna be at your door.
For real, bro.
The Illuminati already reached out to me on IG, so it's like,
I gotta start explaining the story,
Now,
bro. I don't
so
want to.
for the podcast section over there,
Yeah.
what was the wildest thing a podcast has done there?
The wildest thing that
Or
I've
the
seen.
most, not just wildest, but like what's the
Yeah.
most like attention grabbing
Right.
that has happened?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. When you have that kind of vibe going on in that event, like the advantage off top is going to be the female podcast, right? So the crazy thing I've seen, like, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen some girls that were working like they dressed a certain way where it draws that attention.
Yeah.
And then they do like a little like game, like a little sex game, like talk about some sex, like some freaky shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm. That's
so
what
like
we
on
on.
some shit like scenario based questions, and like honestly, you kind of get to see like how the guest interacts with the girl that's you know what I mean. You can see they have a little chemistry. That type of shit. But honestly, it has in like Media Row has in like it's the beginning of it. You know, it's going to be like the second installment, I think. So you guys
gonna turn this joint out.
We gotta get with it.
Okay.
You know, it's early in the game, but I mean, it's definitely you know a lot of things are going to be coming down the pipeline for how big it gets. The reason why we created it was simply because we felt as though there was a true void when it comes down to black media outlets like ourselves.
Absolutely.
So we really wanted to be able to place y'all within our platform, not only to be able to grow as a brand, but also to be able to like, you know, be able to touch your new audience or your new followers or your new listeners. And for us, you know, when we get larger,
I want to touch them, all right.
Yeah, gotta watch out for him.
I'm telling y'all, if y'all hear some shit,
See, if he would have worn a cowboy hat,
I'm telling y'all,
down.
if y'all hear anything, it's gonna be.
Man, see the thing is, we give full, and I think people take this for granted. We give you full creative.
Yeah,
You know, like whatever. Like literally, y'all motherfuckers can do some wild shit like dress in costumes and just go like talk to people and,
I'm
and
finna
just
draw on
run
some
up on people
tattoos.
or something. Like you can do all types of things, and I think that the freakier and the more creative you get with it, the better it is. You know,
That's
what I mean?
it.
I ain't seen nobody do a cucumber challenge inside of our shit. or something
God.
like
Shit,
that.
son.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to.
No, you know what? I saw a cucumber challenge and I put in the chat a few weeks ago. I think that might be dead.
Nah, but you know, and that's what I'm
past
saying.
that.
I feel like you know, just you know, things that covering topics that are in that
are-
inside of a
yeah.
party that are you know interesting.
That are
You know,
interesting.
something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or just whatever. You know what I mean?
I ain't
Like
trying to be in there
said,
talking
Wait,
about
are you the
racism.
only DJ? Are you the only one
No,
DJ?
not for a whole 7 hours. I literally have my man DJ Artistic is coming with me. My man DJ Prince, Jay Murphy.
Hey, DMV, right? DMV native?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Spicoli, he's also from the DMV.
Spicoli, shout out Spicoli, okay.
Yeah, definitely. My man Uri Hall and my man Slim, who's also from here. So, you know, I got six other DJs outside of myself. So we got 7 different.
So every hour is a different person?
Pretty much, but we're gonna break it up even shorter than that and try to make it like a condensed, nice, dope set. I'll probably do 2 hours myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? my shit.
Because you know you got to show them who's boss.
But like that's so but it's not necessarily showing them who's boss. It's just that I'm gonna I gotta make sure because I'm the head curator of everything and I understand where it's at. I have.
You have many hats to wear.
You know what? Y'all played a Prince song. That's why I came back. I don't know. It was one event. Y'all played a Prince song in the middle of the event. So I'm like, I'm coming back to any.
Nah, like that definitely was me. Like for sure. I grew up on Prince.
There it is. Come on now. There it is.
Shout out to Prince.
There it is.
Love, just anything that I can, incorporate that's part of the culture and that I can get away with. You know what I mean? At the moment, without much. Because the thing is that I always have this. I have this kind of like saying about me when I talk to DJs and people about music and stuff like that. I say like, yo, if at least one time during your DJ set, somebody don't come up to you and be like, yo, what the fuck are you playing? Like you're playing it too safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you gotta be able to,
I've heard that.
Like you gotta be able to take risks as a DJ.
That's it.
And I think that there's so much music inside of us and just period. Just so much music out there that like play something.
You ain't lying.
You know what I mean? And the way and to deconstruct that a little bit for any DJs that may be out there or any people who are just enthusiasts about the culture or whatever, is to, get the crowd, trusting you. So get them to trust you by playing a lot of stuff that they understand and they with. Okay, for sure. Like I'm on his heartbeat. I'm on his
right.
Then you slap him in the back of the head.
And then you just slap him in the back of the head with some other shit, and you like, what?
And 9 times out of 10, they gonna be like, shit.
This
I
shit
fuck with the
hard.
other shit,
Damn.
and I know it. And I
know
don't
what I mean? And because you're not gonna go or leave any event and say, oh yeah, he played Too Short Blow Whistle, my nigga. Like you're not gonna leave saying that.
Right.
Oh,
it's expected.
He played Juvenile back the ass up. Like, bro, you gonna say that about every event.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you're gonna hear is like, oh shit, he played Curtis Mayfield.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, that was crazy.
Bag. Right.
You know what I mean?
Woo. Thought I had an 8 ball in my pocket.
Right. So that's the thing. That's the thing about it.
Don't ask me in a rough
when
week.
you do these big mega events, man, like it's really tough with a crowd like that, and it's full of our people who are very music knowledge and understand and very spoiled by the way
absolutely.
With DJ with music and shit like that.
Yes, sir.
It's tough to play that game, to play those games with the crowd because you just fall under pressure a lot of the time when you got 2,000 people in front of you. You you're like, shit, like what do they want to hear? What do they want to fuck?
That
angst,
angst, that angst,
Not just play what they gon' rock to.
Of course,
but give them something. You know what I mean?
So
like, give them candy, but give them some real food.
Give them some vegetables too.
Yeah.
So what's the one song you say that like you've played that you felt like wasn't gonna get a good reaction?
You got that good reaction,
and people was vibing to it.
He already knows which one I'm about to say.
What you about to say, Doc?
So on Halloween,
let's go.
The most ungodliest of fucking holidays there is. Okay. I was like, I always.
God was probably at the party.
I never really, rocked with it as far as a holiday. I grew up that way, like, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Definitely my family was, we just did it. But we were still around it. So, we knew that this was like still a part of the culture, you know what I mean? So it was always around, we would do little contests here and there, but it was also always known in how I grew up.
Right.
Like, yo, we don't celebrate Halloween, we don't rock with Halloween, and we gotta be knowing of where Halloween comes from and what Halloween really is about. Yeah. So, with that, being able to do that, I always had that inside of myself. And even as I got older, doing the research on the
true origin story,
origins of Halloween. Do your own research.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm here to just inform you that is some real Satan worship and shit. But do your thing. Yeah. Please go do your thing. But so what's the song I dropped on Halloween, which was our first Halloween party? I was like, yo, I gotta drop something that's different.
Yeah.
And I just had downloaded Kirk Franklin Revolution.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
There it is.
And it's a gospel song, right? So who's playing gospel inside the party like that? And I had been up there and was performing for a couple hours by that point, and I was just like, yo, I see it and it's there. So I put it in the playlist and I'm like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like what I'm gonna do? And so, cause everybody, you'll hear stomp You know what I mean?
Yeah, you hear Stomp. I've heard Stomp a few times.
But you don't really hear Revolution as much, at least at that point inside of LA.
That joint
And
is
so
crazy.
For real.
So I dropped it.
That might be, yeah.
And it was...
That choir came out and that butt came out.
Bro.
Like, I felt like
still some butt in the place.
I felt like people was touching the ceiling, bro.
That's crazy.
And so to me, I just felt like that was so masterful, and that was just like really like that was a big risk that I took because I thought that people, I really thought, my swag was so up that I didn't care, but I was like, yo, I don't know.
That's what they're gonna leave with. That's their lasting
hell.
impression they're gonna leave with for real.
Yeah, so a lot of people, and from then, like it really did stir up a lot of conversation in our circles to the point where I started playing it like
more regularly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people, was with it, but I was playing it. I felt like I was playing it a little bit too much after a certain point, but you know what I mean? But it was just because of that initial reaction that I got and that attachment that I had to that track once I played it, that I was just really excited about. Damn, I took a real risk on a gospel song.
And it worked.
On a hip hop party on a Halloween night. You know what I mean? And so to me, I was proud of that. And it
that
just
also
showed,
shows the importance of Kirk Franklin. He's just one of them artists that you can
shout out Kirk Franklin.
Shout out. I was just actually it's crazy because he was just at like the Wiltern in Koreatown the other day, and the fucking line was wrapped around the route.
Right.
He does his thing. So that
nigga don't fuck around.
I feel like that's one of them tracks. I feel like that was the top track. There's obviously been other tracks that I played that probably didn't get as good of a reaction.
But that's that one.
But dang man, I done did so many of them, man. I done did so many of them, bro. Like I played like the other one is the second one for sure is the this track from Drumline. The movie Drumline. It's the
Oh yeah.
Tear it up, let me see it. It's like a band and shit like that.
That's that Black Homecoming right there. That's home right there.
So, for real. So I usually do the same mix with it, but I mix that from that to Wipe It Down, and it's really a fucking clean transition.
To Wipe Me Down?
Yeah, it's really sick.
Shoulders, chest, pants, shoes.
You know what I mean? And it really just injects that energy inside of the dance floor.
Absolutely.
But I dropped that, and I got that actually from my homegirl.
What that drumline one? That drumline cut?
She was because she was like, yo, this would be dope if I dropped this, and I heard her drop it at a party before. It was a smaller party, I believe, but I was just like, yo, that would be fucking so sick in my set. Like, and I told her like, yo, I'm gonna drop that, and that was dope. Man, I feel like there's so many of them, bro. Like that's just I was just telling him on the way here. Flossing by Mike Jones.
Oh boy!
I stay flossing. My candy
play that.
Rolling
that was one of those original tracks that I was just like, nah, I'm playing this because I fuck with it.
Yeah,
right.
I was telling him on the second note of the fucking thing, like people was like, you know what I mean? So DJs, we live for that, like ooh, or that
that reaction,
yeah, we live for that, and you hear that a lot with a lot of East Coast tracks.
That Jay-Z gonna sound different there when you play.
Woo! You gotta play.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
You gotta play Bad Guy from fucking American Gangster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That Jigga gonna hit different.
Nah, there's a Jigga track that I just love playing, and it's that I don't hear a lot of DJs drop because it's not necessarily a party song, but All I Need.
Oh my God, that is it, and you're right.
Like,
it's a vibey song. It's a collect yourself.
It's such a fucking vibe.
Yep.
And that's one of the tracks that I just really love, and that's why we say we respect Jay around here, man. We love Jay, man. We ain't nobody, and we're not canceling Jay, nigga.
I'm not to cancel somebody.
There we go. Nah, ain't no canceling, man. Ain't no fucking canceling.
Rockets in the building.
But nah,
what
like
can I
think that there's I got a lot of tracks like that, man. Like just that is just rare shit that's out there. I wish I had my computer with me.
Labor Day, we about to get
Labor Day.
Before we leave, we got to figure out a song to be like, yo, bro, you got to play this crazy ass song. Like,
Computer
That's gonna be crazy.
What would be crazy for you to hear?
I
asked y'all
because I didn't hear that shit. I remember I was at a party once and heard the All That theme song.
Yeah, they played that shit at Adults Only.
Yeah, I think it was
They did play
I feel like people do that a lot. Though.
Yeah, that's
They do that. All that shit.
You should just go like
Fresh Prince and all that.
Honestly, that's
they
the
do
only
that.
place I've ever
you should
been.
play like
I've never
Rugrats,
been.
like the Rugrats
That's
theme
some
song.
old, yeah.
Take Me There is a good one.
Oh,
But that's
a
they
good
gotta
song.
take me there.
I wanna go there.
I
feel
feel
like
like
that's
something
played too,
really
though.
crazy though.
Not played out, but
Yeah, people do that.
You know what I've never heard no DJ drop ever in life.
is it gonna be good though?
It's gonna be a bop for our age group.
What
Okay,
you got?
go ahead,
What you
go
got?
ahead.
What
Y'all
you
gonna
got?
look at me like I'm crazy, but Lil
shit.
Romeo, Lil Soldiers Need Love.
Oh boy, that's
Damn, that
that's
nigga
one.
took it back.
Exactly.
There is
That joint's tough.
I have dropped the some Bow Wow. You know what I mean?
Little
Like,
Ghetto Girls.
Oh, bounce with me.
Bounce.
Bounce.
with it.
Oh, like,
Fresh as a man is.
I've done that before, but okay.
people be
so-
fronting now like they wasn't diehard Bow Wow fans. Like shit,
Dog, Fresh
I used to be in front of that TV 106 Park every day.
He a fucking
after
legend.
I'm
school.
gonna actually,
Bow Wow
order
convinced
it
me. I
on
thought
vinyl,
that
and that's
nigga
what we're
was
gonna
on
give away.
Like
We're
that
gonna do the
joint
vinyl.
Wait,
was
what are you talking
crazy.
about?
I'd be
We're
hot
gonna
if that was the first one I went.
Beware Dog. I'm gonna get that. I saw it. I'm gonna get
All right,
that
so
shit.
okay, so you saying
That's a
Lil
fire
Romeo, a track by Lil Romeo?
That joint be crazy. But now that we done bought up Bow Wow, that
I want to get
that-
an example from
The Bow Wow
Yeah,
from
I wanna- I'm
all of
trying to
us.
think of
yeah.
I would kill Romeo. Let's keep it up.
Oh my god, nigga.
Oh shit.
That was not
Go ahead. What you
You know,
got?
there's a song
I'm
I've
trying
always
to
wanted
think.
to. I don't think people will fuck with it though, but it's the hardball song. Strike one.
Come to
That's my shit.
And that's
feel like-
crazy because we
I
was
was
fucking with it when it
eyes.
dropped. They was playing that shit on Snick.
What you got?
Tell me y'all know what Snick is.
I know Snick. Saturday Night Nick.
Yeah, I want to get a song
Saturday
from all
Night
y'all.
Nick.
Like, tell me.
Yeah, I'm
We
trying to
got
think.
our homeboy here from Hemet, California, ladies and
Am I
gentlemen.
from Hemet?
That
I
boy
thought
from
earlier we
Hemet.
had
That boy from
Hey, no,
Hemet.
conversation.
hey,
also,
also-
happy we came back to this. Thanks for
Engineer, I
reminding
want you
us
to do it too. Give me a song that
Knife,
you would
Knife
love to
gonna
hear.
give us one
I'm
too.
gonna,
that's never
hold
played.
on. Let me think of a song.
What you got?
I pray before we
What about
leave.
you, Alex?
In the
You
bar.
got a
I'm
song?
trying to think.
That boy from-
I want to think of like a really wild song too.
Oh, I got a match.
Nasty.
Oh, my bad.
Dog.
I was hoping she matched.
Let me see. What song?
Like, bitch, you knew.
Some
I was
shit.
waiting on
Some-
you.
You knew I was waiting.
Heard you'd be like, yo, this is so crazy. I would love this right here, but you never hear it.
Mine would be The Verve, Bittersweet Symphony.
Okay.
Cause it's a bit. That's one of my favorite songs too. So
Especially since you said it has no genre and no nothing. That ties perfectly.
Yo, you know.
Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve. That might make some niggas cry in there.
that
Might make me cry.
Well, my nigga, like, don't give me a something that people gonna be like, bro.
It's a good song.
You gotta test that
Maybe motherfuckers can be like, all right, like this is.
You see, like if you play that,
Somebody
you
gonna appreciate it.
you gonna
If
have
you're
to
the only motherfucker that's appreciating it. It probably ain't a good.
So you see,
like-
if
that's
you play
like
that,
dance when it
you gonna have
comes
to play it
out the
all the way at
podcast.
the end.
If you play all that shit,
Niggas is gone.
Everybody else is bum ass.
Nah, he gonna
Oh
be
my
like,
god.
He gonna be like, no,
Yo,
Corey,
please.
Corey, stay to the end. We gonna play the song for you. Everybody gonna be gone, nigga. You can be there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Shit, I'm trying to think of a song.
I got a song.
What you got, dog?
It's a song I fuck with. I don't know. If
Oh, here we
Oh,
fucking
shit.
go.
No.
Take me from the dog
It's from
pound.
no,
From Snoop Christian album, right?
No.
Hey, that shit goes.
Wow. Oh my god. Fucking crazy what's going on right here.
Solid album.
There's something in the water. And
Yo, we give him so
I'm so
much
happy
shit
you
for
said
that.
I love Uncle Snoop on the show
Thank you.
always.
Oh my god.
But
Snoop always welcome.
No, I got a song. It wasn't. It's not by Snoop actually.
What you got? And it's some
It's,
West Coast shit. That's what's up.
No, it was. It's from Holes. The theme song. The song that was Shia LaBeouf. and all
Oh
that.
shit.
Oh, dig
Y'all
it
remember that
up,
song?
Digging up
Digging
the
up
fucking
the
holes.
That
Digging
shit.
up-
Okay. I-
Two shoes.
It's fucking quiet. It's
Wait,
quiet.
so it seemed like everybody want to pick a song from like a TV show. So I guess
Mine ain't from a TV show.
Honestly, I just
It's
wanted
y'all
to-
guilty pleasure.
I was
It's the
just,
shit
I
y'all
was just
listen
thinking of the
to.
most wild shit just to see if I could get it played.
Yeah.
for me it'd probably be Sugar Hill by AZ.
Okay.
Okay. See, that's
Yeah, you gotta,
okay.
yeah.
Sugar Hill by AZ, some shit like that.
Yo,
Yeah,
knife. What you got? What we gonna
Yeah,
say?
what you got over there, Knife? What you thinking?
A track from I forgot what it's called, but you guys remember Young Bird?
Yeah,
he
got hits.
Oh,
Young Bird got hits.
The first
Yeah, he got hits.
Sexy lady?
Hey, sexy lady.
He got hits.
It was nice to know you.
He got hits though.
But I gotta
go on.
He got hits.
Hey,
Yo, low-key.
Don't get your chain snatched.
And low-key, he a herb, but he had some hits.
Don't get your chain snatched at the party.
Bird got hits.
Hey, it's out there. It's just out there in life. You know,
Bird
niggas is
got
getting chain
hits.
snatched.
Bird got hits,
Niggas is.
man. I respect that.
I love. Yeah.
Ooh, question.
Oh.
You DJing. Fine ass bar come up to you. You know what I'm saying? She hit you with the Ja Rule off Fast and the Furious. And if you play this next song, you get me. But if you play this next song, you get her too. But just hear me out. It's not all Fast and Furious, right? What if somebody tell you to play some R. Kelly?
Some R. Kelly? Oh man, we ain't playing.
Step in the name of love. You're not playing Step in the name of
But
love.
what if it's Hotel by?
No, we ain't playing R. Kelly.
Check it. Check it.
Oh,
This is the thing.
Uh-oh.
I miss R. Kelly music.
I'm a oh my god.
This is the thing.
Hey, yo, I told him that. I told him that in one of the episodes. I was like, yo, that should come on. I'd be
When
like,
it first was out, like this idea that, yo, he's wilding and he's doing these crazy things to women. I feel as if right then and there, in that snapshot in time, that wasn't the time to bring up an R. Kelly song or anything like that. People were so like,
mad,
just,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
it's
know what
upset,
I mean?
yeah.
To the point where I pulled, my I would be like, dang, I want to play Wonderful by R. Kelly and Ja Rule, but I can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I, or something like, you know what I mean? And the thing is that I've played R. Kelly tracks like all my DJ career, so it's just like it was terrible, it sucked. But I would say that if somebody asked me to play R. Kelly now, you know what I mean, I would have to be like, all right, look, the nigga's in jail now, y'all, like, all right, or he got convicted. Like,
Bro, we got room keys. Girl, you wanna come to my hotel?
If it's, I don't see. The thing is that I feel like you can't get away with bump and grind because the thing is that songs like that, it seems like you're ready, shit like that. People just hear through a different ear now.
Yep, it sounds different.
It just does. It just does. It don't matter if you're the biggest R. Kelly fan possible.
yeah, like Asian got ain't nothing but a number.
Dog, that whole first Aaliyah album is so hard to listen to.
You know what I mean? It's
You know what
now
I mean?
you listen to it through that. Now I'm not saying that it don't sound good and that it's not a good production and that he's not the most prolific R&B singer. Like, bro, I'm not taking nothing away from that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say nothing.
He's
about
just
it.
a nasty fuck.
But that's really that.
That's all it is.
And this whole event
That's it.
is all about women. Because we want the women to have a good time.
We want the women.
And
That's
if
what
the
we ultimately care about
And
the
if
most.
the women is really gonna be perturbed by somebody like that coming on, then I'm gonna take a real serious fucking note at it and say like, yo, can I get the same effect from another fucking song outside of that this R. Kelly song that I'm playing?
Unless it's
Pretty Ricky got some music.
Oh
Like, why would I not?
Some Pretty Ricky shit?
So why would
Pretty
I-
Ricky, I
bro,
don't-
we
You can
play-
play Hotline.
Bro, we played all that shit. We played.
I was just
I know.
about to
I already
say,
know.
yeah.
I can look into. I already
We played
know.
Pretty Ricky. Like nothing but a number. I dropped that a
shit.
lot. I dropped that.
Wait, do you play Chopper style?
By
Chopper style.
Yeah.
Chop style. You hear that?
Okay.
Bro, are you kidding?
The South.
The South. The
bro,
South
you
is
know.
here. The South.
But
is
I haven't heard a lot of people do that
But
yet.
see, the thing is, now I think that nowadays, like, as a DJ now, I'm like, all right, like, yo, is there R. Kelly track that I can that when they come up, I think about it now.
I wish.
You know
Have
that?
everybody in there crying.
Ignition.
Won't you break my head?
Wish
You know what? I got
break my head.
I played Ignition not too long ago.
Fuck
I
R.
played
Kelly.
Ignition not too long ago, actually.
And people would give you shit?
actually no, like somebody DM me, tried to comment on all my pictures, tried to troll me, like, oh, he plays R. Kelly, guys. He plays R. Kelly, posting me and all
one of
types of
those.
shit. You know what I mean?
Some
So
real
this
weirdo
and this
shit.
this was like what, like in the last 2 months.
Oh my
You know what I mean? I did. So
Yeah,
it's
you
still-
need their time.
Do you time to go eat a dick?
I did again.
Bro, I deleted my comments. I didn't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, I'm not giving that no attention. I'm not blowing that up. Fuck that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Because what we don't want to do is discount the idea that this guy is super talented. We know he's super talented. You know, just like with Bill Cosby, I'm like the nigga is talented. That's what it is. He just is. A lot of people look at him and they say
he's talented. All right, the way you could drop that pill in that drink.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
That's not
dude fucked up shit.
Yo, no.
That don't take away from the idea that your fucking art was great.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because a
It's
lot of
true.
people, like, as soon as something like
shit,
that
they go
happens,
OJ.
everybody tries to take credit away from what they did. Like,
Right.
you can't do
Yeah,
that anymore.
it's
You
that
can't take it
cancel
away.
culture.
Like,
Yeah,
now
so
you
I
look at them
think that-
different.
I think that we're coming to a place because of the social media age that we're now going to start. At least what I want to be able to say is like, I can be critical of someone.
Yeah.
Just like with Jay-Z, I can be critical of someone, but still fuck with what they do and everything like that, and look at them on a case by case basis. We don't need everything. Doesn't need to be like as soon as you say something that I call you out on something, everything else that you do is in question. Now, no, I think that you can look at an artist case by case, and they can see them. You know what I mean? So
I ain't getting no.
no shit. I mean,
For the past 2 weeks, you ain't passed me.
yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Like, it is
Got
what
him
it
on
is.
the Meek Mill
But yeah,
shit.
no. So that's a good one.
Damn.
Youngberg. You said
AZ Sugar Hill.
AZ Sugar Hill.
I got a better one now.
Okay,
We
you,
on-
you thought about it, nigga?
I thought about it. We on
Nigga
fire
gotta
by the
say.
Hot Boys.
Oh, come on now. We already know he gonna play that. And yeah.
Are you? Do you play that?
Actually, I haven't
No?
played that in a while.
See, I
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
from the
We on
South, Florida. I
fire,
just
but-
assume these songs are always played
I've
anywhere. I go.
honestly never heard that.
We're
at a
not
party
in Dallas. So,
No,
you
but
know.
no, I come to LA. I've been to
We
LA
on
parties
Fire
and
Hot
they'll
Boys.
play a lot
We on
of
Fire by
they'll
the
play a
Hot
lot of shit.
Being a DJ on such a platform that you're at, are you still standing behind Swag Surf, or is it done in your book
Why
too?
wouldn't he stand behind that?
Swag.
Because it is just something.
I hear that.
Wait, what was that?
every-
What
It has
Look,
such
okay.
it has such
Look,
mixed reviews,
look,
but it's ours,
look.
and we're so
That's
quick
what
to
I'm saying, bro.
cancel.
Like,
I ain't canceling it,
but
bro, look,
Canceling.
I'm
can't-
not a fan. I'm
you
not a
can't
hard
cancel
fan.
Swag Sir. That's the first thing. You just can't as
You
a
can't,
DJ,
right?
And especially when what's special about Swag Surf is when we're all amongst ourselves and we're doing it like for us. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily like
Yeah, but
you
you
know.
do it every party though.
Yeah, we
Like,
do it
after
every
a while,
party,
it's like, bruh.
but see, that's the reason why I alternate between the Lil Wayne version and the regular version. Which I
Oh
think
yeah,
a lot
that's
of
a,
DJs
yeah,
can
that's a
start
good
doing.
one.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I think that I was already queued up that on Labor Day. I was all right for sure. Like I'm doing a Lil Wayne one. Period. Like you know what I mean? This is gonna be our biggest event of the year. Probably the biggest one we've ever put on.
That's what's
Fuck
up. We're
it,
gonna
we
be in that
playing-
joint
we
too.
doing- You know, so we're gonna do it like that. But I'm not gonna say that because I feel like you know Swag Surf has been a mainstay for us. You know,
It's been like
Alex-
10 years. It's been like
Yeah,
10
for
years
about 10
already.
years.
Now. It's been
Nah,
like 10
bro,
years.
like
it's been
2009.
more than that for sure.
No, it came out like 2009.
2009, yeah.
It's like 2009.
Yeah, it feel like more
And I
than
heard
10
it
years.
just went gold.
Yeah,
I'm
It
sure
just
did.
went gold?
I heard it just went gold.
Yeah.
Son, you know how many parties been playing that across
There's
fucking
no
country?
way that
Oh,
it was
that
Lime
sounds-
Share back when it came out, so they wasn't getting.
You had
no credit.
LimeWire and Aris and shit.
Yeah, nah, like
Yeah.
so I believe that you know, like Swag Surf.
That's the only
DJs
swimming I
gonna-
do.
Yeah, like that's like niggas.
Whoa, I
niggas is
could've
still going
taken
as a
it there.
DJ. You know, don't rely on. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a way that you can rely on Swag Surf too much, but I think that in my sets, you know, when I try to make sure, and it's usually it's Swag Surf is usually a big, you know, a highlight of our shit. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So. You know that is what that is.
It's a good
But-
picture. It's a good picture moment.
Yeah,
It's a good picture moment. Like if you got a
Yeah,
photographer
like-
out
And
there.
then, like
like-
when you in this type of venue, right? Like, you know what?
I can't wait to
That's
get
funny
there.
that
I'm
you
like,
asked that
I'm-
because
It's
when
crazy, man.
because when I'm in smaller venues and I'm
Right.
DJing, I do not play it. But because this venue is so large, illustrious, big,
Right.
it's a big, huge
It just
crowd.
Is this your first time in this venue?
Nah.
No.
Okay.
Nah, we've been
14,
there.
15.
Yeah, so we've been
Okay,
there
okay.
since
This y'all
Labor Day.
16th time?
So
That's fire.
Labor Day 2017 was the first time that we entered into exchange,
And y'all been
and now
jumping
this
off
is
since.
Labor Day 2019.
We
Gotcha.
here.
So, you know what I mean? So we've been working with them since then. It's been a great.
So
great
I got a question about Meet Row before we get out of here.
Yeah.
So this is the second time y'all do it
Second, yeah.
for like all the podcasts and shit. So, usually when you see the people podcasting there, how do they usually do it? Like, do they have a mic there, and do they have a like a speaker there so people can hear them out? Do they have the videographer there recording? Kind of like, you know how like the news would be, like the cameraman's right there, somebody has a microphone.
Yeah, man. So like with Media Row, like I said, it really goes back to the initial statement of you guys have 100% creative freedom. So we've seen people come with like videographers that were actually like, you know, again, they'll tape them doing a live podcast. We've had people come with their videographers to tape people doing like, you know, special games, interactive games. We've had people just literally sit there on their table as you guys are doing a podcast now. They were doing a podcast right in the mix of the Media Row. The thing about Media Row is that the main club is on the second and third floor of the building.
Okay.
Media Row's on the first, and it's the second and third floor are soundproof.
Okay.
So none of the sound from the club comes downstairs.
Gotcha.
So we've had people do all types of shit, man. We had people literally come and just say, "Bro, I want to activate my brand," and they had like merch and like branded lighters, and they were just giving away because they knew people had to go to the smoking patio. They had to walk by them in order to get to the smoking patio. So they would give out branded lighters. You know what I mean? So it's all types of shit, man. Honestly, like. It's just an opportunity for you guys to be right there. You know what I mean? As opposed to like, as opposed to like having to DM people like, yo, check out this episode or whatever. Like you can literally talk to people right in there that have never heard of y'all and be like, damn, bro, I fuck with y'all, like y'all premise and what y'all got behind it. You know what I mean? We can go and check y'all out.
Yeah, because the reason I asked is because you said there's 10 lined up.
Yeah,
there's 10 lined up.
Yeah.
You don't want to be raising your voice and trying to get over. I just wanted to know, like, like a microphone or like a little speaker just so you could be heard a little better.
Yeah, so like we don't allow. Oh, I hear you saying. So we don't like that happened last time, and we had. I mean, that's why I was telling you in the text. Yeah. We had to make sure that nobody did it this time, but like we don't allow like speakers or like anything that's going to like project out loud of the word interact with somebody else. But like for a mic like this of us just talking is fine because at the end of the day like. You just gotta. Obviously, your engineer gonna have to like make sure the sound, all that shit is right. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of traffic. Coming through that hallway. People are going to the food court and people going to smoke or whatever. So again, like I said, like people have live broadcasted before, but some people
you don't need to keep it down there. You can take a microphone.
You do it.
To the party and start
up to you.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Full control.
We just want to make sure that people can reach out and touch y'all.
Okay.
Reach out and touch.
Right.
Right. People that's really trying to put on something behind the brand. So come rock with us. And on top of that, like he started this. He had the original idea, about this Media Row thing, and I felt like once I felt he was genius because of it, because I felt like. It's a platform that can get even huger and even bigger because now we can anything that's being released, to our community, for our community, or that wants to reach our community some type of way, we have them coming through, them interviewing with all of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all able to say like, hey, this movie's coming out, yada yada yada. Meet this is the cast, whatever. You know what I mean? So the idea is to keep, building on the Media Row, and it's just like a red carpet, right? Like a red carpet that's really dope. Could you imagine? And this may sound like far fetched, but it's really not. Could you imagine a fucking red carpet or a media wall with that was dope as hell, amazing, had a lot of stars, but everybody can go party with each other after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody was able to just say, yeah, we all together, we all in this shit together. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like that's really dope about Media Row, and that's the vision for it, to keep on building and getting the better, ideas there and getting more visibility to you guys and, everybody kind of networking with each other. Yeah. Because there's going to be a food court next to you, right? Like we was like, fuck it, let's name it a food court. Let's put a food court right in our event. Like, you know what I mean? And the idea is like shit, like what can happen from there when you got food outlets next to media outlets? Oh boy, what can fucking happen? You know what I mean? Like, and then upstairs there's fashion vendors and sponsors that sponsor our event. Oh, yeah, what can happen? What is the thing? So now these parties aren't parties. And we're not promoting them as parties. These are serious experiences that we're able to put on for people that are holistic, that is a lit, huge, amazing party with a lot of people that they meet and can interview with different media podcasts, eat something, do it's just a whole experience, mini festival type shit with a house party vibe, and that's what it is.
We there. We in that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is there anything else
yo?
y'all wanted to say, ask, anything like that?
Filthy shit.
Oh,
What y'all
actually,
gotta
there
say?
was one last thing.
Ah, God damn.
Did not forget. There was something we mentioned outside.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh,
Something we mentioned
shit.
outside. You mentioned in the beginning of the episode. You
That
are
boy
from
from Hemet.
where?
I'm from Inglewood, man.
Inglewood, California, right? I said I was from Inglewood too, right?
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
you from
And I said I went to City Honors High School. And what did you say to me outside, man? Tell everybody on air.
What I said to him outside was, if you went to City Honors, you got to be an Inglewood nigga because don't nobody know about City Honors.
My God.
outside
He had
of
just
Inglewood.
researched the school before he all
No.
came up here.
No.
Just let niggas know.
So,
No.
You know what I mean?
He
'Cause
named like 7 of them shits outside. I was like, I ain't even know he,
He
went
said
to
Dorsey,
City.
and that ain't an Inglewood. He started saying schools. He just
that
started
is
throwing
some
schools out.
super Inglewood shit, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
City Honors, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know anybody that has went there that wasn't from the town, like, or knew about, you know, Inglewood or was close to Inglewood some type
That's
of way.
crazy, Dave. That he's talking about the city that you don't live in and you're
Nah.
not from.
Inglewood Dave.
That's
One more
100%.
thing. Best food spot in Inglewood.
What
I'm
you
talking
got?
soul food. Give me something
Yeah.
good.
Oh, Alex can give you one too, but as far as the best food spot in Inglewood, there's many.
What's best?
Give
soul
us your
food?
favorite. Give us your
Oh,
favorite.
yeah, what's your favorite?
Favorite spot in
Cause
Inglewood.
cause Pico's the closest I'm gonna get. I've never been.
Oh shit.
If what now?
Wait. What's the closest to
Hold
what?
on, What?
I'm saying Pico, the restaurants on Pico is probably the closest I'm gonna get to real close to it. You
Oh,
know?
you gotta go
So, like,
deeper, man. I worked down there. I worked in
know, but I'm
Inglewood,
saying
so
that's the furthest I've been. So like Stevie's and stuff like that is like, you know,
Stevie's.
Stevie's is glorious, but that just
pass
lets me
by
know that if
Doolin's every
Stevie's
day.
is on Pico,
I mean,
I can
it's
only
gonna
imagine
be-
what's out there.
Yeah.
It definitely has to be. You know, I'm gonna go with a mainstay. I'm not gonna do something off kilter, but it's between Doolin's and Woody's Barbecue. So,
Okay, I've been to Doolin's. That's
Doolin's.
Which
and
Doolin's
Woody's
you went
Barbecue.
to?
Doolin's is all over the city though. That's the reason why.
Oh.
Say, which
You know what I
Doolin's
mean?
you went to?
And
though?
Woody's is all around, you know, Southern California. But like for me, like if I'm you know, kind of thinking about what I got going on, there's 3 different places that I would tell you to go to. It's Doolin's, it's Woody's Barbecue, and LTO Tacos on motherfucking Imperial. and
Oh
Prairie.
boy!
Off
Oh, Imperial and Prairie.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
exactly. Where, I know
So-
the intersection.
Yeah, I work over there.
So yeah, so that, you know, you got a Mexican spot, you got a barbecue joint. My favorite barbecue in this, I grew up on it. You know what I mean? It's like my favorite. You know what I mean? And Doolin's, you can't go wrong with fucking Doolin's.
Doolin's peach cobbler, baby.
Doolin's.
Wait,
what you got,
because
Alex?
since you from Michigan,
Yeah.
since you from over there, give us
Yeah.
some stuff over there because
Detroit?
we got listeners from all over the place. So
Oh,
give us
yeah.
places.
Let's
Nah,
Give us
go.
so-
spots over there and spots over here.
Yeah,
And then you gotta hook
so.
us up with a show in Michigan one day.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
We gotta figure
go.
that one out next.
We coming out to lose yourself.
Hey, y'all never get back Nah, Detroit though, we got Detroit is, I mean, obviously it's not obviously, but Detroit is the blackest city in the country, so we're 89% black.
Yeah, true.
Behind the only city behind us,
It's
which
Atlanta, right?
is not Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Wow.
That makes sense. That makes
Somewhere in the
sense. That makes
south.
sense.
Yeah, south for
Makes
sure.
sense.
So yeah, for us, we are known for our Coney Islands. Coney Islands is similar to like a bodega,
There you
or
go.
similar
Okay.
to, I mean, I guess like out
liquor
here,
store.
like a taco stand. But we
Oh,
have
taco
so,
stand.
yeah,
Okay,
like it's like a you can get all, well, not a taco stand, but like a spot you can go to get all
And get
types of
everything
shit,
you
like
want.
corned beef sandwich,
Yeah.
waffles, pancakes.
Lord.
So
Like a deli
my
or
favorite
something.
Coney Island is
Leftover pork
Sherwood on 7 Mile Out of Drive. Then we got this spot called Cuzzo's, which is like chicken. It's like Roscoe's, but it's chicken and waffles called Cuzzo's.
Cuzzo's.
My goddamn cousin.
I think Cuzzo's is more fire than Roscoe's,
Yo.
but that's just my personal opinion.
It sounds like
Yo, do you think Cuzzo's will make it out here in LA?
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like, it sounds like to get into Cuzzo's,
Crazy
you need some
enough,
kind of
though.
gun on you just to like.
Crazy
you're like,
enough,
yo, like,
Cuzzo's
you can come in.
in Detroit is spelled with a K. So
Oh,
that's
even
shit.
more.
That's even
That shit would
crazier.
just be, you know what I mean? It kind of
Even
be.
more.
That's a whole lot of
Yeah.
shit going on.
Yeah.
They have to name it something completely different.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man,
What else
it's
you got?
we have a lot of like, we got good ass Chinese food. We have our own like Mexican town, which is in Southwest Detroit, like where Jalen Rose and Chris Webber, where they hang from. Yeah, so we have a lot of types of shit. Honestly, bro, like I said, my favorite spot is always gonna be Coney Island. My favorite one that I go to is off 11 Mile in Greenfield by my crib.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got all types of shit, man. Honestly, like it's been a while since I've been back to the crib, which is a shame on my part, but I'm getting back this year though.
That's
But
what's up.
We all type of shit, man. Coney Island, Chinese food, Greek food.
Shout
there's
out
a spot.
Cuzzos.
There's a spot on downtown Detroit called Bucharest Grill, but we call it Booty Crest because we have there's a certain nationality of women that work within that restaurant.
Ooh,
we
I
call
need to be a booty crest.
We call them Chaldeans.
Chaldeans?
Chaldeans. They are they're like a Middle Eastern group of people that basically they're an offshoot of the Catholic Church, I think. But they all like Kim K. Like they all like a Kim K look to them. We call them Chaldeans. So
Booty Crest after the Booty Club.
Booty Crest Grill.
In the D.
In the D.
I mean,
In the D.
big-
It's so cold in the D.
man, I think Arabian or either Arab culture or Middle Eastern or Mediterranean.
I'm telling you.
So,
What is their nationality? I'm trying to see something right quick. Like
Chaldeans,
later tonight
they
after
don't-
we knocked all together.
Like you can't call a Chaldean a Persian, but they're really from like the area of Persia. But you can't call them Persian.
Like
they're called
so like
Chaldean?
Iran and shit like that.
Yeah, like
Okay.
kind of sort of, yeah, like in that area. You know what I mean? But again, they're more so like a people. Like for instance, like you have. I went to a Jesuit high school. Like, Jesuits are part of the Catholic Church, but they're not.
You say you went to Jesuit?
I did go to Jesuit
We
high
got
school.
a Jesuit back in Dallas. I know
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So yeah, man, it's a lot of spots at the crib, man. A lot of spots, honestly.
What you got out here though?
Huh?
What you got out
Oh,
here though?
Inglewood. I mean, look. So my favorite spot in Inglewood, it's like not even just the Inglewood area. So Phillips #2 location on Centinela and what is that like not I guess Centinela Beach. Then you got this is not in Inglewood, but it's near Earl's.
It's close.
You know, Earl's is to me like that's some bomb ass chili hot dogs. I didn't say it was Inglewood. I said it's in the area. Like I live in Inglewood, but like for me is Phillips, Earl's, and then shit. And then I fuck with Pan's too. Pan's brunch.
Pants is fire.
Oh,
where's
Pan's-
this place?
I've never been. I've never been there, but I see.
Pan's is
I know
busting.
that one.
You could say
Pan's is busting.
Pans.
I know Vans.
Where's this place called Tasty Spoon? Is that
Oh,
something?
service spoon.
Serving spoon.
Yeah,
That's
Because I heard,
Pans.
because I heard serving spoon is
I
better
heard
than
about that. I
Roscoe's
haven't
too.
been, but
I heard it's better than Roscoe's.
Yeah, I mean service spoon is
Service
good, but
spoon,
I think
wouldn't be
Pan's
surprised.
is
We
better.
all need to
than
make a
service
little
spoon.
trip.
That's my personal opinion.
Pants?
Yeah, I think
I
Pan's
gotta
is
go
better
there.
than service. That's my
Service
personal
food is
opinion.
fire.
Service food. I will say that service food is great though.
Pans is great, y'all.
Service food
Pans
is
is
great.
fire.
Traditional, amazing
Yeah.
American
Yeah.
standard, whatever.
It's
It's
fire.
like going-
Service spoon.
It's
is
fire
got
too,
It's
though.
the
different.
Got the black
It's
sauce.
fire too though.
Service food is different, bro.
It's fire.
They close at like
black owned,
noon.
It's super black.
It's fire.
Them niggas
man.
don't fuck
They got
around,
that. They
bro.
using that spoon that's a little scorched because they done use it a whole lot of times.
Oh,
Yeah, like that shit, you know what I mean?
Somebody say, "Hey, baby," when you walk in.
yeah.
All that-
Home.
All that.
No, all that for real. It's a lot of.
your plate.
I ain't
No,
gonna
no,
hold
good.
you. There's a couple people that work there that got like that bottom elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Those are the
That's
good
what we
ones.
need.
That shit. You
That's
eat
who I
it
need.
like-
Yeah. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
service
For that
food is
reason,
nuts.
I will put service spoons
Service
a little
food.
bit over fucking Pans.
Nah, I'm going
Pans.
Pans.
Is fire, though.
I'm
They
going
got that.
Pans. I'm
Man,
going-
I gotta go to both of those
That
places.
sweat
Man,
drip.
all right.
Both of them are
I
fire.
gotta go there.
But you from New York, right? You say
Yeah.
you from Bronx. My family, they used to but they from well, they live in Mount Vernon now, but they was raised off a Gun Hill. So
Okay.
when I used to be in New York, I had family there and then in Canarsie too.
Okay.
But like I was gonna say, you ever been to a spot called El Puerto in Harlem? It's like a seafood spot where you walk in, you pick out the frozen seafood, and they steam it.
Nah, I never been there
Oh,
before.
nigga, it's off of like 140.
now
It's
I'm
in
starting to
Harlem,
get
but
to
like 143rd and some shit I forgot. But Dave used to like put my homeboys on.
Yeah.
He was always there, and I went and I was like, bro, this is crazy.
I gotta
But-
hit that shit up then.
Okay.
man.
Bro, El
You just
Puerto
pick the
in
shit
Harlem.
out and they make it
Yeah,
like
like you walk in and like so like first you know hot and juicy they give you the bag steam.
Hot and juicy.
So
Yes,
like
sir.
El Puerto, you walk
juicy
in and it's
is
like
fire.
going grocery shopping and you put it in a silver bowl and then you give it to them and they steam it and put on top of rice
That's
with
crazy.
butter and shit.
Lord
And
have
it's
mercy.
24 hours. So you can go there at
It's-
4 a.m. and get
it sound
and
like
get a
New
pan.
York, yeah.
Bro,
It's
fire.
some New York shit.
New York summers are untouched, bro. New York
Yes.
summers are
That
crazy.
shit. It's just the fact of staying open
Yeah.
to 4, 5, 6 in
York
the morning.
summers is
That
a vibe, bro.
your day literally lasts
Yeah.
24 hours.
It's a vibe, bro. New York is a vibe. Like that's I didn't like it at first when I was going to Howard because I was like, this shit crazy. It's mad people, and they all you know what I mean. You know, I'm from Michigan where it's more like chill and relaxed.
Spread out. That's
New York is like nigga. By the time if somebody bump into you. By the time you trip out, he already 3 blocks down the road.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like yeah, I can't even trip. That nigga already, on the, you know, what I'm saying, on the bus.
It's just normal. We bump into each
Yeah,
other,
it's
just
like
keep
whatever.
walking, like
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Nah, shout out to New York though. New York is love. Shout out to New York.
Man, we appreciate y'all coming out.
Thanks,
and kicking
man.
it with
Thanks,
us.
Yeah, we
man.
appreciate it for sure,
Appreciate
man.
y'all,
We
man.
excited.
Good
I
episode.
bet you this is your longest show.
Oh
No,
nah,
what
we've
we
had
at,
longer
Knife?
ones. How much we at now?
Ah, nowhere near.
We had what, 2 hours?
2 hours.
that ain't shit.
Nowhere near. Yeah.
I thought we bust a little 3-piece tonight.
We hit 3 hours, bro. We've hit 3 hours.
Now I think the last episode of last season we did 3.
That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah, because that was the season finale.
We got a reputation for getting people's.
That's good.
Oh, for real?
Oh, really?
Oh no, man.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, because you see, like we usually do other shit. Like we usually do like vinyl giveaways amongst ourselves and shit like that. So we like he'll come up with like some wild ass questions and we'll just be sitting here trying to answer.
First of all, it's the freaking Roger Goodell and Jay-Z show because they scammed their way in.
Because I'm undefeated. I haven't lost yet. I won all the vinyls.
Oh, he said it's.
I literally won all the vinyls. I haven't lost yet.
I won one and took it home.
And the craziest thing about him winning one is that he went like 3 weeks without winning a point.
Damn.
We did like 3 vinyl trivias, and this nigga did not get one question right. And then the one time he gets a question right, he actually wins.
Yeah.
Forgets the vinyl. They find out that this nigga actually answered the question right, and he answered it wrong.
Yeah, you see, there was some collusion going on. There was some shit going on there. Because they want to see me sweep.
I managed to somehow convince these niggas.
We gonna have to come back on the show and do that shit.
Y'all gotta pull back.
That sound dope.
Because I be trying to find them. I'll try to find the most obscure questions to ask these niggas that I know.
See, you probably honestly, bro, you probably a good. If you were like a producer, you probably be the coldest sampler because you be able to find like your crate skills probably crazy.
Oh man, that's what I That's what I do. You know,
yeah, see, your crate skills probably retarded. You probably on some what's my man's name? Shit, goddamn. Got the producer.
I'm in the crates every weekend, every Saturday or Sunday.
Yo, he be randomly telling
us.
He was P Rock.
It's crazy. I've gone to Amoeba and just seen random niggas in their crate. Kanye. They just down there in the crates just digging.
I mean, my nigga, so like that's where this shit at. Like if you a great crate digger, you will come up with some shit that's like I said, one of my favorite producers right now is Key Wayne out of Detroit.
I know Key Wayne.
Key Wayne, like he's a very very soulful dude, and the thing about him too is like. He's a true musician. As you see, like in the videos he dropped, he's really like creating music. He's just great at sampling and also just great at producing in general. So shout out to Key Wayne, Detroit all day.
I text these niggas like all the time. I'm like, yo, I just found this.
Yeah,
Anybody
man.
Want me to pick it up?
Yeah, bro. Like
I done already bought it.
Yeah.
So
right.
You want it, it's yours.
Yeah.
But yo, tell the people where to find y'all on social media.
Like I said, again, my name is Alex. I am the 11 mile side of 88 by 11 mile. Normally behind the scenes, so a lot of people just hear my name or they hear about, but don't really see me. But if you could catch me in traffic, then dope. But if not, you could catch me on social media at Freshchester248. That's Fresh FRESH Chester and 248 on all social media platforms. And then for our company, you can follow us at 88 by 11 mile. That's 88THX 11MILE. We got this event on Labor Day Monday. It's our 8811 Day Party Summer Finale.
Sir. Let's do
it. Great event. Everyone free until 6 p.m. All you got to do is click the link in our bio to get your free tickets. We also got our best ticket in the house is our VIP ticket, which is a 3-hour open bar plus 3-hour taco buffet plus entry for $45. The thing about that is that, once the VIP shit in, you still got 4 hours of partying. So you already going to be set. You're going to be lit. And it's the best deal, man, because our venue, the prices for drinks are between $9 and $16. So you better off, you know what I mean, getting the $45 special, you can get 10 to 15 drinks. I mean, you'll be off your ass. But if you look at the math, you spend like $4.50 a drink. Exactly. I mean, so you're better off doing that. And you got a taco. That
taco buffet.
Exactly. So it's just a better move, man.
That taco buffet gonna have me on that pot.
Look.
At the party. At the party.
Yo, shout out to Do Wipes. Quick commercial for Do Wipes. Go ahead and get yourself some Do Wipes. If you go to the the event, you know what I mean, you get the tacos and you happen to be on the toilet.
Hey,
shout out Do Wipes.
What happened? Probably
wipe up so you can hit the dance floor right after.
Yes, sir. I know the Exchange got some clean bathrooms too, right? Huh? Oh, yeah. I know the Exchange got some clean bathrooms.
Nice. This motherfucker right here, dog.
This nigga nasty. These guys.
But nah,
come back anytime.
You can find me at Kenwaylive on Instagram.
That part.
That's usually the place that you can find me. Obviously, 88by11mile.com. You can go there, see what we got popping as far as our next events or whatever, and a little bit more information about us. Or you can follow us at 88by11mile on Instagram. That's also where our company page where we do a lot of different things. So that's where you can usually find us. And shit.
That's what's up.
Definitely. I DJ all over, Los Angeles, but I'm known amongst my peers as being able to, really put on a lot of my own shows. So, that's what these are. and I'm able to do that. I don't take that for granted. I love every single person that can come through the doors, just to be able to hear, just for them to be able to hear what I love to do, and even further from that, be able to say, yo, I caught a vibe while I was listening to him. Is everything to me. I know that to my partner, them coming through the doors, like, just to come to an event that he's having or something like that, he takes that, really, personally, and really like thinks that that's really a dope thing for people to do. So we just, we hard working. We got to put these things on. Our goal,
yes, sir,
is we got to get to 2,000 folks. You know what I mean? And this should be the biggest of its kind. As far as day parties is concerned, as far as any event we've ever done. And we're doing everything we can to do that. Labor Day, it's an amazing vibe at a really fucking great venue, and we have Henny Bowls. It's a 64-ounce drink.
Sheesh.
You know what I mean? With an 8 count of Henny inside of it.
We might have to get y'all some Barry O'B's for that, man.
Ooh, Barry O'B.
I don't want no Barry O'B's.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And we give away free tickets. So
and that's always love.
So get
love.
yourself a free ticket. Now it is free before 6, before a certain time, but 6, bro. Like, get your ass there.
Yeah,
right.
just be there.
What time does it start?
So
2, I think.
3.
Oh, 3? Starts at 3 o'clock?
For us, it's 2.
I gotta be there.
For us, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
For us, it's 2.
Yeah.
So
paying attention, though.
get yourself there. Have an amazing time.
That's it.
Really have a good time dancing. Make sure to come ready. Like, don't this is not necessarily the party to come with heels on, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, this is not the chance to have your crispy new J's on.
We gonna be in that bitch with the Birkies, baby.
Hey.
Come on, pull out the
be fly.
Birkenstocks.
Have your shoe game on point, but probably not the super exclusive joints.
Maybe get you some
know what I
beaters.
mean?
Backs on.
Right,
That's all good. We got something else.
You got your shoes gotta have backs on.
Motherfuckers gonna strap some shit to the back.
Yeah, we got a plan for that one.
You gonna dance a little
First
bit.
ever high top
guys.
Birkies.
Fellas, you gonna dance a little bit. So make sure you put on some deodorant.
Yes, please.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Ooh,
I'm
golly.
fooling, but
2 sets.
No
I'm
cap.
fooling, but definitely just coming ready to have a good time.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And we gonna have it's gonna be dope. I got the city's best DJs around.
Okay.
So rocking with me that day. So
Right.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about my performance. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to seeing y'all there.
We gonna be in that
I'm
jump.
looking forward to hearing good
Let's
things
go.
from
Labor Day Monday. We in there.
And y'all know where the fuck to find us.
Exactly.
Y'all
Y'all know
we
where to
at.
do that. And
Y'all know
remember,
what we up to.
it's Labor Day, you fucking scoundrels. It's not Labor Day weekend, so stop asking me
Actual
if it's
Monday,
Saturday.
nigga.
Stop
Y'all niggas
asking
ain't
me if
got
it's
work
Saturday,
day.
Sunday. It is
you have to work,
on
I'm
Monday.
And if you niggas ain't got jobs
do
already,
it all the time.
They're like, yo, is it Saturday?
Saturday or Sunday? Like, no. Labor Day Monday.
No, people keep asking.
You gotta say that shit.
Like, yo,
bruh.
it's Labor Day
It's not
Monday.
Labor Day on Saturday. It's
No.
not it's Labor
and
Day
guess
on
what?
Monday.
It ends at a time where you niggas can still go home
Exactly.
and get rest for work.
Exactly.
Yes, so you can still,
Exactly.
so you can still be a piece of shit the next day.
You
right.
goddamn right.
Yes.
But no, shout outs to y'all, man. Shout outs to y'all. The Miseducated podcast. Y'all a dope podcast, man. Really fuck with y'all. Cause honestly,
Appreciate that, man.
There's only a couple of podcasts, or only so many podcasts, where you can have like that open discussion that's going to progress the community.
Absolutely.
So shout outs to y'all, man. Y'all some really great thinkers, and honestly, the way y'all put things together is definitely allow people to put things in perspective for themselves.
Yeah.
So shout outs to y'all, man. We
There it
appreciate
is.
being on the show.
Yeah.
We
Now
hope you come back sometime, and we'll
that's
see y'all
love.
every day
That's love.
Monday,
We
man.
gonna be in
Let's
that
go.
mud.
All right.
Woo, goddamn.